show here for you. Dennis and Adam joke about orgasms and sweet movie reviews. We talk about TV too, right?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah! Movie toast.
What is up,
Hey.
Toasties? Welcome to episode 239 of Movie Toast News and Reviews. I'm Movie Toaster Adam, joined as always by Movie Toaster Dennis. Dennis, how's it going today?
I'm doing pretty swell, sir. I'm excited.
Oh.
It's one of my favorite holidays of the year today. I've been celebrating in my own slight ways. I work a little bit today, but you know.
That is true. Today,
get in the festivities
as
as
of
I
live
can.
streaming, it's
Yeah.
a little holiday that the world's kind of conformed to. But
That's right.
what's
May the fourth
that
be with
holiday?
you. Happy Star
Oh.
Wars Day.
I'm more of a Revenge of the Sixth kind of guy myself.
So I saw a funny meme on the Star Wars subreddit. One of the Star Wars subreddits I follow. That's they thought of 10 days worth of all just quotes
Dang.
that would go through 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you could just
It's a hell of a lot.
you could keep it going for at least half the month if you really wanted to. But let's be
And
honest,
some
there's
people
never
do.
there's never a day you don't want to celebrate Star Wars, but at least today
That's true.
a lot of people want to join together and enjoy a property that we've all come to know and love. Or most
Like,
of us.
what a missed
Some.
opportunity to not release Mando and Grogu today. It's like, why? Why was it not today or last weekend? Like, what's
I
the point?
haven't. I mean, I truly believe it's because there's a certain amount of polish and stuff they really want to iron out.
I hope so.
The last thing I want is them to just crap out a Mandalorian and Grogu movie.
True.
And just sully the name that we've come to know and love. Especially
After
like
that
I'm
great last season,
well, you know, it was an all
it
right
had its
season.
moments.
I'm
It
very much
wasn't
looking
as
forward
good as
to
the first two, but it was
it
fine.
Captain Sigourney Weaver. I mean, fuck yeah, I'm excited for that.
Sure,
shit.
sure. I mean, at CinemaCon, they showed the first 18 minutes, and everyone was pretty much blown away by it. So that's a good sign.
Yes.
It's funny. Sarah and I went to the drive-ins the other day, and like the trailer came on. She's like, "Wait, that's a movie now?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely is a
get
movie."
ready.
Because she's like, "Oh, that little guy is so cute." I'm like, "Yeah, but you don't watch the show, so come on."
Shame.
Yeah. But hey, at least you can enjoy it. And at this
Yes.
point, most people know that Grogu's name is Grogu. That's a plus. We've come a long way there. But
I think so too. And that's what's kind of nice about the title of the film is like, look, it's
getting his
not
just
Baby
dessert.
Yoda.
We're cementing that shit. But it's like, that was the beauty, though, of not putting Grogu in the title, because before we just thought it was a bounty hunting Mandalorian episode to episode, but then it became a real earnest fucking
The
lone wolf
lone
and
wolf.
cub situation.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Yep. Same fucking
Like,
track mind.
what one of the best fucking marketing blitz, like, you sell the whole thing and you don't show the cutest, best part. Like, that would have got people's asses to subscribe to Disney Plus. Like, but they're
Maybe-
like, no, we'll have it subtly.
I mean, let's be honest. I feel like if they thought they could squeeze out more budget from Disney and they had more seasons of the show, they might
yeah.
have been able to draw that out more before getting to the movie. But at the same time, it's like it is such a specific era in the Star Wars universe. We've seen this era so much.
True.
I think there's such a thirst for the previous years, let's call them the Jedi ancestors. We got to go to the Old Republic, the Knights of the Old Republic era.
Sure.
Acolyte.
Oh man,
tried-
one of the finest shows. I loved it. People hated it.
It introduced some incredible characters. And I love the lore they established, and that's honestly the corner of the universe I'd like to see more.
Yeah.
Because it was so different over there, as well as what the sequels should have been, which was the Thrawn trilogy. It should have been the Dark Empire. It should have been all these other things that maybe.
Well, why
we'll
take
get
stuff
to.
that's canon and people love? Why not just fucking do whatever madness we want?
Why give the
That would
people
be
what
silly.
they want? That's
Why ruin Luke Skywalker
nonsense.
for everybody? Why kill off Han Solo in
He's a
our
little
first
island
return?
pussy. Yeah, no. Drinking his blue milk. No.
Oh
It's-
boy.
I think it's been acknowledged. We need to try to correct course. Go back
Yeah.
to what the fans already decided they loved.
True.
Um,
It's
I
all course correct.
to celebrate today, I watched a movie that I feel like a lot of people tossed aside, and then I reminded myself I enjoyed very, very much. Even the first time I saw it, I watched Solo today.
I
And
watched it a couple of months ago. It still holds up.
Still a good fucking movie. I don't
Like, would I have preferred to have seen the Lord and Miller cut opposed to the fucking little Ronnie Howard cut? Sure, but we still got something different.
but then we never would have got his brother. And I love that little bit of.
That's true. You always need a little bit of
well,
fucking
who cares?
Clint.
Clint. Yeah, Rance is their dad.
Rance is the dad.
Yes, Clint. A little bit of Clint Howard. Well, they don't care. I give them. I just love that whole L3 just coming in. Like, again, the curmudgeon droids are the best fucking droids.
Hey, droids be droiding. That's what I say.
Fuck yeah, that's.
I love it, but I really want more from that. Like, will we ever? Do you think we're ever getting that Don Glover fucking Lando series or movie? I hope so, but I'm losing hope.
Why shouldn't we? It's especially if he's backing it. I want it to be more tales of Lando rather than just like
story.
Getting this, because I loved how he's introduced in Solo.
Yeah,
but I want to see him fill in the gaps. There's a big difference between him wooing ladies in some rainforest casino on some planet, and then all of a sudden he owns this.
Whole Bespin Cloud City.
Yes, it's
there's
not
a
even
lot.
like
Turning his back on his closest friends. Oh man, and friend. Well, I guess you could say Chewie's his friend.
Yeah, he has more respect for Chewie than he does.
That's true. That's true.
Or more, I guess, more respect, but not any less love. But
hey, he gets money first. Money first.
That's one of my favorite parts about how they designed the character is if you look back at the dialogue in Empire Strikes Back, he like Solo's following through. Han is like, no, at his core, he is a good man. I've seen him sacrifice himself for the people he loves and the people he knows, or droids, the beings that he cares about, and he has that part within him to do what he needs to do. And I love that although they're both scoundrels, they have that mutual underlying respect of at your heart you are a good person. That's just like why Kira told Han, you're not a bad man, you're not this because they didn't say scoundrel, because we got to avoid that, because that's going to be better later. But you're not the bad guy. You are a good guy. Don't kid yourself. You're the good guy, and it's still true. And I think that was very artfully portrayed in that movie. Still good, guys. Still good. I don't care what you have to say.
Well, you know what we have to say, man. We have to say a couple of things about the entertainment industry and the landscape with a little segment we'd like to call news.
Let's do it.
Gather round, folks, it's time for the scoop. Tune your ears in, let's join the loop.
Alrighty then. So, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences has made a lifetime rule that only humans can win an acting or writing Oscar. So, if you think you can win an Oscar by using AI performers or AI writers, think again, folks. This comes in just one of the many new stipulations and regulation changes they've made, but I feel like this is the most significant one because everyone knows that's where things are heading, and they're trying to combat that. How do you feel about that?
It's
I feel like they say lifetime, but it's not going to be lifetime. It's going to change over time, I bet.
No, it will evolve over time, because it's, let's be honest, as we keep adapting to the formats and things, and
we have to survive, sadly.
Yeah,
sadly.
We'd like to think that you have to abide by these rules. When movie theaters go away, let's be honest, there's going to be a point in time, unfortunately, going to a movie theater is going to be such a luxe experience that is 100%. Only for the limited sort of,
it's going to be like Broadway.
Designer. Yeah.
You're going to pay top dollar to see what you want to see if you want to see it. And if not, fuck, you'll have to wait till it streams, which everyone does already. And that's kind of the death of it, essentially.
Yeah. And
but other things they're changing here is an actor can like be up for an Oscar in the same category for multiple movies now, which is nice. And now, instead of one country being able to submit one movie for a foreign film category, they can submit as many as they want.
Good.
So they're not just basing it upon that. Yeah. So they're making some moves in the right direction, which I appreciate. But I don't know. I feel like everything's in flux. It's like they know they got to roll with the times.
It is grasping at relevancy too.
Yeah.
You know, not
the numbers aren't there anymore.
I don't want to discourage people to not see it, or like they shouldn't be trying to be there.
No.
Over the years they've done this, but I feel like in recent years it's been a whole lot more scrambling to try to maintain the status that they've had, and which is sensible because it shouldn't be. It became such a political throw money at
after
the wall.
Oscar So White, that's when things started like, yeah, we really got to. And I think one of the biggest things that is probably going to be great help is the Oscars moving to YouTube. Like once that happens, I feel it's going to find that niche of people who only live digitally on the internet and not linear or even Hulu or whatnots. And then they can start saying, all right, let's make it flashy. Let's make it quick. Let's make it not a 5-hour thing. Let's get to the point. Let's do what we're here to do. I don't know.
You know what's funny is it's almost feeling like it's starting to come back to if these movies are living on streaming platforms and they can come and go, and we think, oh, that's stupid. You shouldn't give us a movie and then take it away, and now it's like almost impossible for us to find it. That was true not that long ago. True. TV movies that used to get Emmy nominations, Oscar nominations would just disappear.
Yeah,
the only way you would have them is if
reappear 5 years, 10 years later.
Yes,
or have a VHS.
Yeah. Exactly. Maybe you record if you're lucky. You've recorded it when it was on TV. That was what we grew up at the end of that era, and maybe we're kind of coming full circle and it's coming back around. Where streamers it's like we made this thing, we didn't like it, it disappears. Oh shit, you liked it, we're gonna have to bring it back and put it back into the catalog, kind of thing. Or someone else decides to resurrect it, which we've seen happen. And as much as it seems like a foreign concept, we've actually been living in this environment for our entire lives. Like
very true.
It's kind of always been there.
And it's like, why should our awards not reflect that, I guess?
Exactly.
It shouldn't be antiquated, and that's why people want to see such an antiquated thing. Yep. But as we know, everything is cyclical here, Dennis.
That it is.
Scarlett Johansson is producing a Netflix series adaptation of her 2007 movie, The Nanny Diaries. I've never seen this movie, but I assume having a young nanny with this crazy family could lend itself to a series decently, I guess. I don't know.
It's a title I remember hearing, but I didn't see it.
Yeah. But interestingly enough, I realized this, I think, was the second movie to co-star her and Chris Evans. So like they go back deep before fucking, because before that it was the MTV movie The Perfect Score, where they were stealing the like test results to a big like statewide test.
Oh yes. Okay, that does actually sound familiar. That's funny. See, again, TV movies actually are they have an impact.
Yeah, 100%. Well, it was a theatrical movie, but MTV put it out, so it was cool and hip.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, there's not really much to talk about here.
Well, okay, before we move on, can I throw in one more TV movie thing? I know it's you may not have it in your news, but as a news thing, there's a British movie I've been wanting to see for a long time.
Yeah, that's not in the news.
Yeah.
So what's up? What is the movie? What do you got?
There's a BBC TV movie from, I want to say, the late 70s, early 80s called Threads, where it's about it is about a city in England that gets a nuclear bomb dropped on it, and you're immediately watching the effects of what happens to the populace in the result of that bomb drop. And
Hmm.
they're in June, I believe, they're doing a 4K re-release of that film.
Oh, there you go.
So I've been looking forward to seeing this. It's one of those, like, you hear you look at lists of movies, people say that either they not regret seeing, but movies I'll only ever watch once because it scarred me so much. And Threads is high up on that list.
I mean, it's a timely time to do it. I mean, with people in their love for Chernobyl a few years ago and brink of World War once again, why that's not really
it seems
such
very
a far-fabled fetch.
Exactly. It seems very fitting. The tone of it is something, the subject matter I'm very interested in, and the way people address it, the reverence people give it. I'm like, I kind of want to give it its due respect when it comes out. And whether or not I see the 4K version or the original TV broadcast version, which I believe is available on a streaming service, but I don't
Probably
know it off the top of my head right now.
or BBC On Demand or some shit.
I'm very intrigued because it does sound fascinating, and I do want to check that one out. So hopefully, Toasties, I can bring a review to an episode down the road.
Retro action.
Yeah,
nice. Hey, time will tell. Hopefully, it hits some place you'll be able to check it out readily available.
I hope so. Yeah.
But speaking of streamers, Dennis, Steven Spielberg is executive producing a modern-day Casper, the Friendly Ghost series for Disney+. The series will be run by Goosebumps creators Rob Letterman and Hillary Winston. No plot details are currently available. However, of course, it's believed to be a dark reimagining in the vein of Wednesday, which, can we call Wednesday dark? I don't know, I guess. I've never fully watched a full season of that show.
Dark, yeah, it's the same here. It's like I kind of like the tone of it, but it was never enough to like. It never sunk its teeth in. But if it's coming
on my
from
list,
the Goosebumps people, I kind of liked that.
Well, the Goosebumps reboot, which was a good anthology series. I feel like.
Yeah. I liked,
and it was dark and mature.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm cutting you off.
Oh no, I was just saying I liked that. The first season was good. The David Schwimmer one started off fine, and I remember just falling out of it, and it kind of like towards the end it started to fall flat. But I liked how they were gearing it up. That sounds like fun.
Yeah,
if it's like live action and they're doing they're following the format kind of like the movie we grew up with, that would be kind of fun to see again.
Yeah, and it's Steven Spielberg, and apparently this had a big bidding war against all the streamers. So I'm like, Disney Plus is a good home, I think, for something like this. Yeah, so hopefully we'll get that within the next
American cartoon character that often gets brushed aside. So that's
right.
That's fun.
And I wonder if we're gonna like Riverdale it, and maybe we'll get a little bit of fucking the witch, fucking Wendy the Witch. Is that the one? Or maybe fucking
for some reason
the little devil guy,
the mystery squad, mystery gang shows up, and you get all the Scooby Doo and friends.
There we go.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I could easily see like start folding in whatever you want, if you wanted to. But
true.
I think
why rush it?
Cementing the core of like. We are far enough generations away from the original Casper that you can reestablish who Casper is. I remember a few short years ago, one of my aunts talking about the first time when she was a little girl seeing a Casper cartoon, and just how like what our iteration is so different than what he was introduced as.
100%.
So it'd be fun to see what this iteration would then be.
Right. It could be anything, really. Will we have uncles? Will it just be the kid? Will it be like a father-daughter?
I kind of want to go back to. I kind of want it to be like the solo Casper. We don't need the
Brad Garrett treating him like shit, eating everything. Stinky Stretcho
and Fat or whatever the fuck it was.
Fatso, I think.
Fatso. Oh god, it was so like it was so on the nose and unnecessary that.
But will we get Aykroyd coming back as a Ghostbuster?
No,
probably not. Well, talking about reliving the past here, Dennis, and mining for previous stuff, Lena Dunham recently announced that she has an idea for a continuation of her hit HBO series Girls, and she'd love to turn it into a movie. And I say, of course she would. What has Lena Dunham done that anybody's really cared about since Girls? She was like
wrote a couple books,
the independent it girl back in the day, and now she's just kind of buried herself into a hole with some issues here and there and controversy. And How do you feel? Do you ever get into girls? I couldn't.
No, that was well before I subscribed to any of the networks that would have offered anything else. And it's funny to say, because that was Showtime, wasn't it?
HBO.
Girls? It was HBO. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Now that I have HBO Max, you know what's sad? HBO Max doesn't even push that content to me at all.
I bet.
So,
yeah. And it's interesting because, I mean, so many celebrities have been on that show, like, who were kind of just up and coming. And it's like,
see, emo Adam Driver over here.
Adam Driver, yep.
On the thumbnail. It's like, oh shit, that's right. I forgot. Okay.
Which she recently, a couple of weeks ago, was talking shit. She's like, yeah, he was abusive and a piece of shit on set. And it's like, really? Okay, that's interesting. You're now talking about that. All right. Right as you're saying you want to do more of it. Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, I've heard friends from every sort of background and orientation have very mixed feelings about this individual.
Yeah,
especially people that I hate to admit I would assume might be a fan of hers are just very like, no, fucking things I probably shouldn't say in the show. I'm like, oh shit, oh okay.
Well, she said some dumb things out there. Yeah. So
yeah.
Oh, good luck to her.
Makes
sense. This was what made her a big household name. I don't think her what was it, the tiny chair or something.
Oh,
I don't know, whatever her indie movie made her known to like film nerds, but good luck. That's what I say. But something I do care about here, Dennis.
What's that?
Even though both the first and second season of Ted were incredibly successful, Peacock announced that the series is too expensive to produce, and it will not be returning for another season, supposedly. However, Seth MacFarlane says he would love to return for a third season or a follow-up film with the cast, but he admits the fate of the Bennett family and their talking teddy bear is in the hands of Peacock. Now, I think it's a no-brainer. Like, this second season just came out like a month ago and it's still crushing the numbers. Why not do a movie version of it on top of the cartoon they're doing? Like, keep it alive. Give fans what they want.
Can I say? Because I want another season of Twisted Metal really bad. So
I think has been renewed.
Save some money, Peacock. Well, I want it to flesh out as grand as their. I feel bad because it sounds like a show I would really like. At the very least, give it the movie.
Yeah,
and if it has legs,
8 episodes,
give it something else.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That was my problem with my personal issue with the new revitalized season of Malcolm in the Middle was it was too short. As soon as we got into the groove of things.
Yeah,
it stopped
because it took too long to get to that familiar feeling. Like,
yes.
4 or 5, like 3 of the 4 episodes could have been condensed into 1 episode, and then we could have got what we needed for the rest of the 3 episodes. But I get it; it's easy to Monday morning quarterback or whatever they say. But yeah, I'm with you on that.
Give me like 3 or 4 1-hour episodes, and I would have probably been a lot happier. But.
Yeah. Some shows are doing that, and it's fantastic. You don't got to just stick to the 30 minutes or 24 minutes or whatnot. Well,
I'm itching for the next Daredevil and Boys, so
true.
It's working over there.
So hopefully Peacock gets their shit together. At least we know we're getting a continuation of the Ted movies with the animated series coming soon. So that's feeds a little bit of that need, but we've come to know these characters completely different from the Mark Wahlberg iteration, but it's still fun to see the talking teddy bear, I guess.
Sure.
But talking about doing the right thing here, Greta Gerwig's upcoming Narnia film was supposed to get a limited theatrical run this Thanksgiving. However, the streamer has taken the film off its 2026 release calendar. In a surprising move, the streamer will now give the film a full theatrical release starting February 12th. I feel like that makes sense. You're putting all this money into it. Why not do what you said you were going to do with Warner Brothers? Actually get in the game.
It was it's that film series that just never flourished the way it should have, especially when it started so strong. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was really good. You had these so many other stories that we never really got to then see. What is it? 6 books? I want to say the original
Well,
Narnia.
probably. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked.
And what do we get? 3 movies?
Yeah, we got that, the Dawn Trader, and one other one, I think.
Was it Prince Caspian?
Oh, there's 7 apparently. Yeah, Prince
7.
Caspian. So they were going in order because it's The Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe, Prince Caspian, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, Silver Chair, Horse and His Boy, The Magician's Nephew, which I believe is the one she's adapting, and The Last Battle. So
yeah.
It's like if you have someone who made like $1 billion at the box office making your big franchise that you're hoping for, don't just put it out for a week. Put it out for 3-4 weeks. Get money and then drop it. Yeah. Not everyone can just go to the movies right away. Unfortunately,
especially a movie with this content. If a whole family can't stop down that week, it happens to be in theaters.
Yeah, and it's Thanksgiving weekend, so people are traveling, people are going out of town, people are coming together. It's not like, all right, let's have dinner and go to the movies. It's like, no, that's not how most people work, unfortunately.
Yeah, you can't expect to force people's hands. At least have it out there for like a month,
and that's what they're doing. It's going to be out on Netflix, I want to say like a month later, and it's like, all right, you gave people enough breathing time to do it, opposed to this 1 week run. Which I
almost feel like at that point it's like, well, then just do both. You get the people who want to see it in theaters to go see it.
I mean, that's worked. It's worked, man.
It has.
Case in point,
we've talked about it multiple
times
on the show. Yes.
Fucking yeah.
Yep.
If people want to see it on the big screen, they will support it. And I feel like a movie like that, it's going to look good on your TV.
Scale would look so good on a big screen,
like an IMAX, because it was going to be an IMAX release, and the visuals, the audio, that deserves a theatrical run. So good on them. I think. Hopefully, this is a sign that Netflix truly does want to start playing ball with the theaters and whatnot.
Yeah, here's hoping.
Yeah. So, speaking of reboots and whatnot here, it recently came to light that the original cast of the Blair Witch Project was not properly compensated after the film became a smash hit. However, now that the film is being rebooted once again, Blumhouse has brought the original film stars on board as executive producers of the reboot. It's like, all right, they're not going to be hands-on, I imagine, but their names will be on it. They'll get a little bit of say, and they'll make a little money. I feel like that's respectable.
That's nice, especially when they haven't given their due value that they contributed. Like that's what the movie is. It's watching their reactions the whole time. It's funny though.
It wouldn't work.
Of course, 1000% that is the case. I'm curious what a modern version of the story would look like, though. Because that was the charm and that was the appeal of the original one, and that's what sparked so much interest. Oh God, people freaking out, and it was so funny when I finally watched it for Movie Toast. What was that, 2-3 years ago?
Probably.
And it was just kind of like, oh yeah, I can see why.
Yeah, it's like I've seen this a million times before, but of its time, it's like, holy fuck. And they were putting up like months before missing signs at like campuses and stuff, and they did everything.
They did it the right way.
Websites.
I feel like the emotion that should have been captured watching this the first time is how I felt the first time I watched Paranormal Activity. And how are they going to capture the audience and really, like, I wanted them to just strike fear into my chest, like strike fear into my heart.
And I mean,
watching a movie, how are you going to do that with this property now?
They tried making the Book of Secrets or Book of Witches back in the day. That didn't work. They tried doing the slight reboot Blair Witch. That didn't work.
Nope.
So it's like, there's something there, but we just got to get the right hands on it. And Blumhouse, as much as I have faith in them, they've kind of become a factory of hits and misses. They used to have a solid base where they would just focus and not just throw money at problems. Now they're just comfortable throwing money and losing it. It's like, just that's like not what we need.
Used to look at Twisted Pictures, the way we used to look at A24, it was that, oh, fuck, it's one of those movies. Well, damn, of course.
It used to mean something.
Hold on. Now you've pumped out too much. Now you've got too big for your britches. So I need you to reel it in and tell me, like, how are you going to make me intrigued with a property I should be familiar with, but still present something new and interesting?
Yeah.
I will say there was a trailer I watched very recently that
Oh.
did make me feel that way. And I'm very intrigued to see what that is. And we've talked about it on the show before. But now that the trailer is out, I'm very
What's
excited to
that?
see Resident Evil.
Okay, see, I haven't watched that yet. I'm probably going to shoot that reaction video today after we wrap.
Okay. Well, folks,
But
then you need
I've
to
heard
stick
great
around
things.
and see Adam's trailer reaction, because holy shit, I'm already excited. We'll have to hold back because I want to talk about it so bad.
And it's funny, our I say our buddy, but there's some contention there. Strickland reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, have you seen this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have hope in it." He's like, "I do too. I mean, it's not like the video game, but I have faith in the director." I'm like, "Yeah, that's the thing. It's someone who understands the property. They might not do the exact story you know and love, but they're going to put you." And Krager's even said the main character is like an avatar of him being in that situation, which is kind of fun. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
No. You're saying exactly. That's what I'm drawing out of the trailer. Is it looks like we're seeing a person in the world established by the storyline of the games, much like the trend of where the games are going now.
Yeah.
The contemporary Resident Evil games are this very intense. Some of them have been very first person, forcing the player into the frame, really forcing you into the uncomfortable sensation of carrying out what you need to do to accomplish, like solving the puzzles and things. You have to look at and do horrible things. And I really like this kind of gut twisting sort of sensation they put you in. And that is honestly where I think that you need to be in a Resident Evil world. And the trailer makes me feel like that is what they aimed for. We don't need to follow the games. The game, like that story, that's happening over there. That's happening back there.
Sure.
You are watching what this person right here has to go through, and that is intriguing to me, and I'm very excited to see that.
And I'll be honest, I did not like the Paul W.S. Anderson films. I didn't like. They just didn't jive with me. I did like that Welcome to Raccoon City movie that came out a few years ago, but I know everyone else hated that. So I feel like this might be the middle ground for most people, I think. And this being Krager's third horror movie in a row, he has
After
a bit of a fan base.
Very fucking good horror movies.
Right? So fingers crossed that he does justice. Speaking of horror movies, Dennis, it was recently announced that the Obsession director, Curry Baker, if you stick around, Toasties, I'm going to be reviewing that movie in a couple of minutes. Curry Baker is going to be doing the A24 Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot film, not to be mixed up with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series that fucking Glenn Powell's working on.
Yes.
Not to mix that up. But now we know that what he wants to do with this reboot. It's going to be a little different, and it's going to honor the original. Here's what he had to say about it. I want to lean into the uncomfortability of the family. I want to lean into the rawness of what's going on there. There's some really messed up stuff happening on that farm. I genuinely feel like there's so much potential for the concept that has not been realized yet. And I'm like, I like that. That sounds a little House of a Thousand Corpses to me, which of course was like a homage to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But do you think fans of the original are going to get a little irritated by that?
I don't know, because I think actual hardcore fans of the original, the first ever Texas Chainsaw, will appreciate that it's not just all focused on Leatherface, that you have this whole family supporting this psychopath. And they're all just as twisted as he is, but they're able to present themselves in certain ways when the occasion affords it. And I kind of like this idea of, if it's more of a slow burn and build, like I'd almost be okay with if we did because I'm curious how the series is going to go. Are we going to go 3 or 4 episodes without ever seeing Leatherface before finally?
Right, because if anything, I feel like a series would lend itself better to seeing the family than just a movie. But will they go hand in? It's A24 doing both, so maybe they might like jive with each other. Maybe I don't know.
Could they actually blend together where one takes place before or after the other, and it's kind of like this is just the lineage of the family, or are these like I forget the name of the ranch or the family that's supposed to.
I couldn't tell you.
Are these the stories of kind of thing? Not necessarily anthology, but like this is what the campfire tales would sound like if you were to tell them about these events.
Because chances are people in the town probably know something's up there, but they're not doing anything about it. And then especially after the fact, maybe people will start talking about it after, oh yeah, that happened, but I heard this happened before. I don't know. But it's interesting because they've tried rebooting this franchise so many times, and I don't know, I feel like the Jessica Alba, not Alba, fucking Jessica Biel version was pretty decent, but I feel like most of them have been flops.
I feel like that was the last great one.
Yeah.
There have been a
Texas
couple, like
3D, the Netflix
one or two okay ones. I remember trying to watch that. What's her name? That's in it. That plays her sister or cousin or whatever. The White Lotus. Oh my god,
that's a wide swath at this point.
That's about like 80 different actors.
Yeah. Jennifer Coolidge now.
Yeah, the Jennifer Coolidge Texas Chainsaw movie. Oh my god, that I would watch. She did Sunny. She dated Charlie that one episode. Fuck. Why am I'm failing so badly over. Anyways, I don't want to spin tires.
There was no.
Now I gotta look.
It doesn't. No, I'm trying. We're not gonna do. Yeah. But either way.
Yeah.
Either way. Way.
I
like how you're like, I'm not gonna look, but you're like over on your phone. You're like, I
gotta. Yeah. Alexander Daddario.
Oh, Daddario. Yes. Yes.
Where it was very much like they're trying to play into very like obvious horror tropes, but at the same time they were trying to give it some more leg and like make it this
something that
multi-generational sort of thing. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not. So yeah, 3D. Yeah, Texas Chainsaw 3D.
Okay, so that was 3D. Okay, because that came
still
out
a bad movie.
Couple of years later.
Still a bad movie, but I'm like, I see what you're trying to do, and if you would have executed it without the gimmick and without the obvious, tantalizing on-screen thing, I think it might have accomplished it a little better. Which is why I think that Jessica Biel version worked better, because yes, we touch on all of those things, but it's presented in such a morbid way that it still makes you like, even watching it now, I still feel that's what it should be. That's what the fucking movie should give you. So
hell yeah,
we'll see. I hope we get double the dose of that.
Hey, something's bound to come. We're getting it. We're getting Texas Chainsaw Massacre, whether we like it or not. And I'm willing to bet we'll like one of the iterations. Which one? I don't know. But no, I'm not going to get into it because I'm talking about this director's next movie in a couple of minutes, and I don't want to show my hand too soon. Anywho, to no one's surprise, after killing it at the box office, Lionsgate is strongly considering making a sequel of Michael. I mean, I feel like the writing was on the wall before the movie even came out.
Yes.
So people have been clamoring and just loving this and making it an experience. This is 2026's Minecraft, people dancing in the theaters. It's like, of course they're going to do it.
It's funny. Actually, one of the art department folks I just worked with, he worked on this movie like 4 or 5 years ago. The first time they started shooting it.
Because I remember, didn't they take the Burbank Toys R Us and rebuild it? I'm like, that was like 6 years ago. And the movie's now coming out.
That was he was on the crew back then. And he's like, yeah, they've shot it like 5 times since then. So I don't know what. It's like,
well, yeah, they had a 4-hour cut, but then they completely gutted out the fucking third act and reshot it and paid Antoine Fuqua more than they paid him to direct the actual movie to do the reshoots of the third act. So that shows you how much they cared.
Damn.
But yeah, we'll get into that stuff when I get my review up. But
fair enough. Yeah.
How do you feel? I mean, I know you haven't seen it. Do you have any interest in Michael? Or
yeah, definitely. It's let's be honest, it's an American icon. Whether or not, however you feel about the history of the individual, at the end of the day, you can't deny the impact that Michael Jackson has had on American music. Not just American music as
music
a whole.
In general. Yeah,
music around the world. This is one of very few musicians that is recognized almost anywhere. Whether or not you recognize what he looks like or just his music, the music itself.
And
there's no
this is a
denying
man
the
who
impact.
did it his entire life, from almost cradle to grave,
Yeah.
making new music up until his death.
Yeah.
So it's undeniable.
It's an intriguing story nonetheless. I would like to see the movie. I've heard about, there's so many incredible performances throughout. I'd still check it out. It's been acknowledged already, even within the family. We're not going to show everything, you know, like it's gonna be the Hollywood cotton candy bubblegum version.
And that's why I'm like, well, you couldn't do your third act to your movie, but you're gonna do a whole nother movie dancing around things. But there's ways, of course. We know Hollywood knows what they're doing. Oh yeah, they're dancing, baby. Well, speaking of sequels, Dennis, a sequel we've been talking about for years. Yes. Creed 2 director Stephen Chappell Jr. will be directing Michael B. Jordan and Will Smith in I Am Legend 2. This is the first major update we've had in years. How do you feel about it? Do you think this movie is going to work? Do you think it's actually going to happen?
Have they acknowledged when?
Yeah.
This movie is?
When they're doing it?
No.
Or when it takes place.
Timeline, yeah.
Yeah. They're using the alternative ending where he didn't kill himself.
Oh, good, because that's the one most
something
people
not
seen.
Everyone's seen. Yeah, exactly. So it's gonna probably be like the opening of the movie will be like last time on I Am Legend. Oh wow, here's zombies. I'm not gonna kill them or myself.
Ball Z. Yeah.
And a lot of people have been thinking, like, do you think Michael B. Jordan, he signed on years ago, and of course, getting Creed 2 director, someone he's worked with, it's like, yeah, but do you think Michael B. Jordan would be second fiddle to Will Smith, or do you think maybe Will Smith will die and then Michael B. Jordan will take over? It's like, he's a bigger name now.
I kind of want Michael B. Jordan to be the one I'd be more on board with that. I don't need Will Smith to pretend he can be as athletic as a man a third his age, or almost, you know, like no offense, but it's like, if we were going to do this, we should have done it a long time ago. I'm okay if we want to live in I like this world.
Yeah.
If we want to live in this world, let's move on.
Sure. And that could have been done. It could have been, hey, man, we'll reference him. And I mean, that would have been perfectly okay. But of course, you know, Will Smith was a bankable name up until a few years ago. And that's probably what got the ball kicked for a bit. And now it's Michael B. Jordan taking it to the fucking end zone, I think. So
I think you're right. I agree with that. I'm still curious though. I'd still check it out.
Don't get me wrong. I'd love to see Will Smith come back and kick ass and stuff, but his time has kind of passed, I think, for this movie in particular.
For this one, exactly.
Yeah.
I'd be more interested in maybe other sci-fi things too, because obviously he's done that well multiple times.
I Am Robot, fucking Independence Day, Men in Black for sure, which we talked episodes ago. There's talk of him coming back for a fourth.
Oh yeah, right.
Well, like fourth of his, because they've already done international.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully we'll get that someday. Well, he also did After Earth, Shyamalan's movie, and that didn't work out so well.
Yeah, there's been
whatever.
Yeah.
So all right, staying in the realm of Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan and Austin Butler have officially signed on to star in Joseph Kosinski's upcoming Miami Vice reboot. It's now confirmed that it will be set in the mid-'80s and will explore the glamour and corruption of Miami. Not only that, but it will be titled Miami Vice 85. So we kind of knew all of this stuff a couple of weeks ago. It was unconfirmed, but we were talking when we knew that they were really in deep talks in consideration for this. We were saying, will this be modern? Will it be fucking period piece? How do you feel about it being period piece?
I prefer that. I think that's going to, I think that'll play a lot better. Austin Butler now has to play Don Johnson. He can't play Elvis anymore. Sorry, Austin, but I'm just going to keep throwing it out there. But I prefer the period setting. Everyone has to work a little harder. Every department, you got to make it look like, you got to make it feel like it. You got to make it sound like it. That is the texture I want to see on screen.
And the fact that they're going for like the glamour, but it's going to be gritty and dark too, because you can't do the 80s like that and not show the downside.
Yes.
Which looks so visually pleasing. And the neons and the pastels and
the cars and the cocaine and the and just the ridiculous wardrobe and the palm trees.
Mhm.
I want to see Grand Theft Auto Vice City essentially,
Right.
you know, which that's kind of, honestly, that's the movie I really want. But
One
this,
day
I
we'll get
think,
that within the
oh,
next 10 years. 100%.
I really hope so. But I honestly think this would be a fun ride where I can appreciate what the previous Miami Vice film was trying to do, and it worked for that time.
Mhm.
This is the Miami Vice movie that will pull in both audiences, the original fans and the generations that came after that were aware of it, you know, maybe didn't watch the whole thing, but catch a few. I remember watching a few episodes, and it's wild to see how many movie stars we're accustomed to seeing now.
Oh yeah, I saw like a supercut recently of like this person, that person. It's like it was like 3 minutes of holy fuck, that person.
Oh,
okay, wow,
yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, that was TV back then. Like you get people who are working their way up the ranks, and we don't really get that too often nowadays. Now it's like who's already established that we can fill in the blank with, which is still fun.
Or it's that we've totally done away with. I'm not just a TV actor. I'm not just a movie actor. It's I'm an actor.
Yep, which is nice.
Both are respectable, and I will do either thing. I'm intrigued.
So I'm intrigued. Yeah, I'm with you. I think this will be more enjoyable than the Jamie Foxx one, which I enjoyed at the time, but that was I don't know.
It was of the time.
It was an attempt. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think you're really going to like this next story, and I'm intrigued to talk to you about it, Dennis. Michael B. Jordan and Christopher McQuarrie have started a major bidding war for a film adaptation of the beloved video game Battlefield. It'll be produced by Jordan, and McQuarrie will be writing and directing it. Right now, it's unclear whether Jordan will star in it or not. Where are you at on
Fuck
this?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I hate that, like, the chime, like, the music kind of cue is too close to Terminator, because it's dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 and it doesn't have the last. Like,
you're waiting for that part to drop.
But when it's Battlefield, I expect this. When it's Terminator, I expect that. But Jesus Christ, I love this game series. I've played many of them, not all of them, but I think they evoke a certain human reaction. It's not just the thrills of like the big explosions and events, but when you get into the storyline that they write for a lot of these games, it's the horrors of war. It's grabbing the back of your head and forcing you to look at the thing rather than like, oh, it's so badass. I did this, which happens too, you know, like it's both things. I think it's that balance between, I don't know, The Rock and Saving Private Ryan. And you're trying to walk that line between both of those emotions. And I'm very intrigued what that could be.
How do you feel about the man who did 2 pretty good Mission Impossibles and then 2 mixed Mission Impossibles, writing and directing?
You get the action right away. That tells me you understand the flourish. There needs to be spectacle. There needs to be the jumping out of a fighter jet and shooting the pilot out of a helicopter, and then parachuting down onto the tank, ripping the fucking driver of the tank out and taking the tank over. Like, I want to see that ridiculous thing, but then I also want to see the heartbreak and the grit. I want to see that individual have to go through some shit. Personally, you know, it's the Battlefield games to me pull at both of those things. So I think finding the balance between those 2 aspects is really what will make something that draws audiences in, not just for the fans of the game, but just the large scale spectacle of what that would look like on the big screen. And that is very intriguing to me.
Now, what about, do you see Michael B. Jordan jumping in to star in this? I imagine he would, but he did Under Siege, which is kind of an action movie video game adaptation. But do you think he's a good fit for this?
Under Siege, you mean
or
Under Siege is the
sorry, no, sorry. What, the Tom Clancy
yes. Without Remorse.
The Division?
Without Remorse.
Yes.
Now, Under Siege is the
Seagal?
Steven Seagal submarine movie, or in battleship movie. Or no, it's a battleship and then it's a train.
Damn.
But
how do you
I
feel?
get
Do
it,
you think
though.
this will be more of a fit for him than that one, or do you think
100%.
it's completely?
No, it's 1,000% within his wheelhouse to star in a film that portrays a character going through these events. What I'm curious is what era they're going to portray, because you can't just say Battlefield, because
This spans
we're
decades
talking
in the
about
game, right?
50 or 60 years worth of military history that they try to cover. Yeah. And then it's like, is it just Battlefield, or is it honestly, my hopes and dreams would be a Battlefield Bad Company story, which is much closer to Kelly's Heroes.
See, I thought Bad Company was a different game, so that's like a spin-off or
It is
subsidiary?
it's a spin-off of the Battlefield games, but it's much more story driven, that actually has quite a bit of comedy tied in with it. Much like Kelly's Heroes is actually a quite comedic World War II movie. Although it features combat scenes and all that stuff, but it's a lot more lighthearted than you'd expect it to be. And I think Bad Company would translate a lot better to the big screen. Not to say that there are storylines in the Bad Company games that would still translate well to a big screen experience. Like I said, there's a lot of Michael Bay movies that very much reflect what Battlefield is reaching for. It's just you are sitting in the driver's seat, and that's what I'm curious about, is how are you going to make the audience feel you are in the center of the action without just feeling like you're following someone else.
Would you want to see like a hardcore Henry first person point of view type of movie?
That could be cool. And you were just hearing Michael B. Jordan's voice and his hands, and it like you're seeing, it's that kind of thing.
So it's like
I'm open to that.
Didn't they tease that was going to be a gimmick of like The Rock's fucking version of Doom back in the day, but it was only like a scene, and it's like,
yeah,
fuck.
And it wasn't even The Rock. It was
some other dipshit, Tara Reid.
Oh my god.
I forget who else was in that besides those two.
Oh my god, there was a few big names. Carl Urban.
Shit.
You're actually which is funny. Now we've come full circle. So that scene you're talking about is actually Carl Urban's first person perspective, and even then, it only goes for a few minutes in the movie, and it's not enough. I remember that feeling going to see it, or I saw it on Hollywood Video.
I remember seeing it in theater, but I stand corrected. It is not Tara Reid. It's Rosamund Pike. My apologies for fans of the movie. Totally different level of caliber of actress.
Very different.
Yeah. So I had to call myself out on that one.
Fair enough. Good on you.
But it's funny that like we just had 3 back-to-back stories about of course, Michael B. Jordan, who's kind of killing it right now. But I just had a conversation today that left me gobsmacked with my coworker. Out of the blue, he's like, yeah, not a lot of people remember that Michael B. Jordan was a little boy in that fucking baseball movie with Keanu Reeves. I forget what it's called. I'm like, yeah, man. Yeah, he's come a long way, probably more than the other kids. And he's like, yeah, but... the
shit.
Keanu Reeves baseball movie. Hardball was the movie. And he's and like, because this guy's not really into movies and shit. He's like dead serious. Is like, when I'm like, hey, he's doing much better than others. The other kids in that movie, I bet. He's like, well, what has he really done since? I'm like, he's like, what has he really done since Black Panther? I'm like, he just won an Oscar. He's on top of the world right now.
There's this little movie called Sinners.
And I said that, and he's like, what's that? I'm like, yeah, not even going to get into it.
Never mind. Yeah.
I'm like, in my head, everyone knows Sinners, but it's like, no, it's just, I guess it's not everyone, but.
Because we do.
Yeah, it was something. Sorry, I didn't mean. I'm just like, funny. I was so gobsmacked. Funny. I'm like, what? You know about him being in Hardball, but you don't know about his award-winning role. Okay, cool.
Can I say what I like? I really like the for those of you that can't see it, the graphic that you Adam, you chose for the Battlefield thing here. It's
because I didn't know what genre it would be.
It's World War II, Vietnam, World War III, World War III, World War One.
Interesting, huh?
And
I don't pay attention.
Great games, but yeah, I'm still very intrigued.
Yeah.
What's
Well, we got one more story here of intrigue
what's-
that I'm very excited about here, folks. I just hit a button, so let me actually hit that button and scroll over there here. Back in 2014, Quentin Tarantino released a comic book title. I'm going to take that again. Back in 2014, Quentin Tarantino released a comic book titled Django Zorro, in which Django was hired to be Don Diego La Vega's personal bodyguard. The two set out to free some indigenous slaves, and Django donned the Zorro mask a couple of times along the way. A few years ago, comedian Gerard Carmichael and Tarantino were working together on a screenplay adaptation. However, nothing came from it. But now it looks like Sony is keen on making the crossover a reality. With the permission of Tarantino, the studio has hired Brian Helgegaard to write a new draft of the script. And Helgegaard is best known for writing movies like Mystic River and LA Confidential. How do you feel about this?
I'm intrigued. What's funny is immediately my mind goes to the casting of like who
Zorro,
so
Don Diego,
the swordsman in Daredevil.
Shit, Tony Hinch. Tony.
Yeah, Tony. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm trying to look it up right now, and my phone's not cooperating.
Tony Dalton.
Yes, Jesus Christ!
Oh, he would be fantastic.
He's got the fucking swagger to play an
and he's
awesome
got the age.
Zorro. Yes.
Oh man,
and it would match his age would go in line with who we need Django to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there. It's right fucking there,
it's funny. Like I've been for years. I'm like, what's that? Because I remember I'm like, Carmichael writing this? I'm intrigued. Working with Tarantino, I'm so intrigued. What happened? And I have a Nook version of. I bought the digital version of the book on Barnes and Noble, so I got a Nook version of it. And I'm like, I've been waiting for years. I'm like, this. Why are we not getting it? This is such a slam dunk. Why is this not happened? And I'm happy that they're like, it's happening now. And I'm like, fuck yeah, man.
Nice. That's cool. And that's a fun blend there.
Yeah, like. Hopefully, I mean, it's not confirmed, but if you're doing Django, Jamie has to come back. And technically speaking, he's unofficially played Django twice, because in A Million Ways to Die in the West, he was in a post-credit scene as a gunsman who looked a lot like Django.
Oh. That's
but funny. to see Jamie Foxx as Zorro, oh man, that'd be so badass, I think.
That'd be cool.
And of course, there's no word of who's directing. Could this be Quentin's final movie? I think it'd be a good way to go out, but I don't think it would be.
No, I don't think he would choose. I don't think he'd choose a sequel. Let's be honest. He'd have to do another new chapter
bigger,
in the Tarantino universe. Like, I don't think following
how do you
up
pass
something
up
he's already done
on fucking Kill Bill or one of his other main big blockbusters.
He's not going to give us something we all expect.
Yeah, exactly. It should be a romantic comedy, or I could see him doing a musical.
That which he's a fan of, right? Like, it's, it's or just straight horror.
Ooh, that'd be something.
Straight hardcore horror.
Think how fucking gory and insane that would be, man.
Fucking no breaks. Full like not quite barbarian, but something in that line.
Oh,
where we're setting up some other side story altogether, just for that it to just be a pool of blood for the rest of the movie. I could see that too.
But who could you see doing Django Zorro? Like I have no one in the top of my head that I could think. Like a Western swordsman gun.
It's like the people I feel like I'd like are going to be really busy pretty soon with their series and like other movies. Damn.
You know who I'd be intrigued to see, but I don't think they would ever do it. The Wachowski sisters or siblings, but I don't think they'd do that. That would be left field.
The last Matrix was such a letdown.
Yeah, but that was only one half. But
that's true. That's true. If the two of them got back together to create the story together.
Oh, what about Lord and Miller? They just knocked it out of the park with Project Hail Mary. They've done action movies, they've done comedy, but I don't know.
What's funny is the first name that popped in my head would be like, Ryan Coogler. I kind of want to see him do it.
Or
but it's like, he's got so much.
word is the trailer for the Thomas Crown Affair, staying in line with our last 3 stories, Michael B. Jordan coming in and directing something like this could be fun.
That would be really interesting too. It's not like he doesn't have the chops. It's not like he hasn't been on set fucking long enough to try to take on the mantle himself. I would not doubt that man, his capability of accomplishing that.
Yeah.
Especially just his name alone will pull in enough people around him to make it happen. No, no offense to his creative, but like just to provide that direction for his direction, if that makes sense.
You know who I could see stepping in, but I'm like, I don't know, he's too cheesy. Rodriguez. It's like he could do it, but I don't know.
I'd watch the fuck out of that. Yeah, but it wouldn't be the mass audience version.
Yeah, it'd be kind of like the schlocky, which I would love.
The schlocky, the grindhouse version of it.
Yeah.
Could be pretty fucking sick too. Just Zorro just slicing limbs off and
or someone who's kind of in the Western mindset, has a Western-ish movie coming out. Favreau, man, with Mandalorian and Grogu. This could be like making up for Cowboys versus Aliens.
Yeah, he understands the flair. He understands the tone. Yeah. Obviously, that's been shown over and over again. But with a solid script that maybe was co-written by Tarantino, that could be what it takes to make all of those gears mesh together very nicely.
Right. Or this is a far-fetched one. The Russo brothers, they haven't had luck outside of the Avengers films, but this is kind of like an ensemble movie that would need action, adventure, comedy.
Right. And if the elements they're well practiced in.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm intrigued. Yeah. So hopefully this actually comes to fruition, but it sounds like getting the guy who wrote Mystic River to do this, sounds like they mean business over at Sony.
Yeah.
So
I'm intrigued.
Time will tell.
Hopefully this one gets legs. I would watch the fuck out of that. That's
for sure. Oh, I would love to. So that's going to do it for our news portion here, folks. How do you feel about all of it? Let us know your questions, comments, and concerns about all of that in the comment section below. But Dennis, let's get into our second favorite part of the show here, a little thing we call polls.
Let's do it.
So this is what I was going to get into earlier when I'm like, we'll get to it when we get to the subject. After the little fuck up with X a couple of weeks ago when they banned our account for some bullshit reason, I was like, how are we going to do polls? That's the only place people respond. I've discovered YouTube is the place to go for polls, man. The people actually... They like nice. The best results we've gotten in years for polls. So I want to let you know, if you want to take part in this segment, it will still be on all our socials in X, but YouTube is the hotbed for responding to our polls section here. Yeah.
All right. What you got for us, man? What's our first poll up today?
First, first of all, on episode 238, I reviewed Lee Cronin's The Mummy. So out of the Monster Squad, Bubba Hotep, The Cabin in the Woods, and Hotel Transylvania, I wanted to know which mummy movie was the favorite one, which movie involving a mummy was the Toasty's favorite. Where are you at on any of these?
It's an interesting collection you've got.
I could have gone to the easy route. I could have done like... the Brendan Fraser mummy. I could have done fucking serious mummy movies. I'm like, I give some laughable mummies. Mummy love.
Who's the famous comedy duo from?
Yeah.
Back in the day,
Laurel and Hardy. No,
Laurel and Hardy meet the Mummy.
The Mummy. Yeah. That was gonna be in there, but I didn't put it in there, and I bet that would have ranked some votes.
Cabin in the Woods would probably be mine.
That's a good one.
I don't think, but that's what's funny is because I just like that movie the most. I don't think of that as a mummy. No,
I'm with you.
Movie.
I'm with you. Yeah. A movie involving mummy. That's why I had to correct myself earlier.
That's why, Cabin in the Woods fucking
Yeah, that
Awesome.
one
I still fucking love
stunning,
Yeah.
fantastic. The fact that that movie was shelved for years before it released, and thank God Hemsworth blew up because of Thor.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
what gave it its reason to come out. It's like, thank God
It's
it
so
actually
funny.
happened.
Wait, there was like it was like a year ago or something. I remember throwing this on again for the first time in a long time, and like the movie's playing out, and then when the turn starts to happen, I just remember having like, wait a minute, what? This is what the
Right?
movie just like, yeah, that's the whole fucking awesome
It's
part
like,
about
where
this.
the fuck did that come from? Like,
Yes!
let's bet on this.
I
Let's
love that.
all the fucking mystical creatures. Like, I had to go and I'm like, is there a mummy in that movie? Sure. Why wouldn't there be? I guess.
There's a moment. I think there's a chupacabra in that movie. Like,
I wouldn't be shocked.
There's fucking everything. Like, I
remember a killer
love it.
unicorn. So many things. I gotta rewatch that movie.
The
So
Japanese
good.
like ghost thing.
Oh yeah, that thing was
terrifying.
creepy, dude.
Yeah, so good. Oh god, such a good movie.
Yeah. So I think I'm mixed. It's definitely not going to be Kevin James as Hotel Transylvania's mummy. Wait, no, was it? No, he was Frankenstein. Was the mummy David Spade or was it? Now I'm like, ooh, who was it? Now I got to look this up. Who was the mummy?
Brad Garrett.
Oh, I wish.
That actually would be pretty good cast.
No, the weirdest choice here, who I should have remembered. CeeLo Green is the mummy in Hotel Transylvania.
It's like Jack Johnson? No, never mind.
Honestly, movie here that I wish I liked, Bubba Hotep. I wish Jake Johnson was. Jake Johnson, however, was the co-star in the Tom Cruise Mummy movie. So there's a little mummy action there.
Oh, funny. Okay.
I know you're pulling that out your ass, but
we looped back around though. I like that. That. Well played.
Yeah. But Bubba Hotep, I want to say I wish, like, my love of and respect for Bruce, but I could not make it through half of that movie. Yeah. But honestly, the Monster Squad is just so like, I remember I hadn't seen it.
One of your favorites.
Me and Furtado went to go see it back in the day at the Egyptian. I think Kamal and another stand-up were hosting it as a part of this retrospective, and I'm like, what a genius movie.
Nice.
But I'm tossed up between the Monster Squad and Cabin in the Woods, but let's find out what the Toasties
That's who matters.
Exactly, not us, amateurs. 16% for CeeLo Green and Hotel Transylvania.
Well, fuck you.
Yeah, I'm shocked that it actually got a vote. I put that on there thinking that'd be the big zero.
The burner. Yeah. and the Toasties are all, fuck you too.
But yeah, sadly, 17% for the Cabin in the Woods. So
sad. Yeah. Dang.
Yeah. I thought everyone loved that movie.
Like we said, you don't think of it as a mummy
movie,
even though yes, there is a mummy in it.
Yeah. All right. So where's that leave you? So we got 16, 17. Where do you think the lower end's going to be? Where do you think the higher end? Bubba or Squad?
Squad, then Bubba, because I think they're just trying to blatantly be like, mummy.
Right. I can see that. I made the fucking statistics here, and I don't even remember. I mean, I made the slide. 25 for Bubba. All right. Cool. Surprising. Leaving 42% for the Monster Squad. So finally, the Toasties are on my side, Dennis.
There you go.
Never happens.
There you go.
Woo!
With a classic, too.
It really is. It really is.
Nice.
They don't make movies like that. Which, wasn't that, what's his face? Fucking The Last Boy Scout. Fucking... Predators. He just had that Mark Wahlberg movie. The Good Guys. Why am I blanking on his name right now? Fucking big hot screenwriter who's now just fucking Shane Black. I think Shane Black wrote it. That's what I was getting at.
Okay.
I was really pulling for straws.
Fred Decker. I'm not familiar.
Yes. Yeah. He was like an 80s, 90s guy.
Yeah, Shane Black. Yep, you're right. Yeah. Shane
was
Black
a
and Fred
co-writer,
Decker
at least.
co-wrote it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, do more of that, Shane Black. Get out of these weird, funky movies you're doing now. Do some more Monster Squads. Or in the vein of Monster Squads. Anyways, we always do 2 movies here. And on episode 238, Dennis, you've reviewed Thrash which is the latest movie involving sharks. Actually, they just had another movie involving sharks that came out last week, but
Yes.
we didn't review it, so
No.
fuck us. So I want to know, out of Jaws, Deep Blue Sea, Finding Nemo, and The Meg, which is the Toasties' favorite movie involving a shark? Now, you can't say none of these movies don't involve sharks. It's just to which level.
Yeah, of course.
Because
No,
yeah,
you
this
can't
isn't a
deny every
bullshit
one of
one
them.
like the last one.
Yeah, no, every one of these, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in my heart of hearts, I still have to say Jaws. That's a part of my like film upbringing and my appreciation for filmmaking, and none of the rest will ever top what Jaws made me feel. Now,
Fair enough.
is Deep Blue Sea a hilarious journey to go on? Sure.
Hell yeah.
I can't watch it that much. The Meg, kind of the same thing. Fucking terrible, but I'm like, if you put Jason Statham in the ocean with a shark, that's now he's Australian for some reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say he sounds a little more Carl Urban there, man. You're watching The Boys too much.
Too much. And then Finding Nemo is a fucking Disney classic. So
right. That's the one you can say, does it really involve a shark? But yeah, Bruce, isn't it? Fuck you, kids.
Bruce, come on. Bruce is a classic cinematic character. But Jaws for me all the way. What about, are you Deep Blue Sea? Come on.
No,
Cool J.
I mean, honestly, LL Cool J, and isn't fucking our man fucking Sam Jackson in Deep Blue Sea somewhere? I thought he was like a chef in it. No, the chef was fucking LL. Why do I always think Sam Jackson's in it? I know he's not, but it's just my wish.
I think you need to. He's in it.
No, he is. He's Russell Franklin.
In it. He's in the movie. You also get Michael Rappaport, Stellan Skarsgård.
Ooh, Michael Rappaport.
Yeah, you get some Thomas Jane. You get some great people in it.
What a cast, man.
Yeah.
Man, it's a good movie, but honestly, I think if I had to choose, I'd probably go Finding Nemo. I'd probably say Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo, out of all of these, Finding Nemo is the one you could probably watch.
That's my speed.
Most often. Yeah.
And it's not even one of my all-time favorite Pixar movies, but out of all these, this is the one I would pop in. But it's funny, like someone when I put this up on YouTube is like, it's going to be a bloodbath between Jaws and Finding Nemo. I'm like, I know, but which one will top it?
Great.
So I'm like using the mindset, but it's funny. Like I said, I went to my local drive-in the other day, and in the bathroom they got like posters of older movies and random movies and stuff. And Jaws is one, and fucking in one of the stalls they have Meg 2, The Trench. And I'm like, all right, how do we go from the first movie being called The Meg and then just get rid of the, and it's then Meg 2, The Trench?
Because The Meg 2, The Trench just tested so poorly at him. It just tested. It tested so poorly.
And I'm like, who is choosing these fucking posters?
China.
They got all these classics, and then there's in the same stall, I think there's Ghostbusters Frozen Empire as well. I'm like, okay. Two very odd choices, but sure.
Adam,
I guess.
I'll tell you what it is. These are the posters that fit in the frames they had in the bathroom.
But then there's like fucking Back to the Future. There's fucking
classic, yeah. I mean, you can't knock Back to the Future, man.
There's movies that I'm like, yeah, this makes sense for an old timey driving. And then I go in the bathroom to take a shit, and I'm looking at Meg 2, The Trench, and Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, and I'm like, all right, man, all right, cool. But anyways, I'm sorry, I'm slowing this down here. The Toasties, do they agree with Dennis? Is it Jaws? Do they agree with me? Is it Finding Nemo, or is there some wild cards? Let's find out.
It's gonna be the fucking Meg.
80% for Finding Nemo. So me and the homeboy over on YouTube were wrong. That surprised me, but I
would have thought that would have been higher.
I thought it would have been higher than the Meg at least.
Yeah. Telling you.
All right, what do we get for number? I should have put Meg 2, The Trench on there, but I didn't. Next time.
Makes me nervous.
The Meg is 12%. All right, I feel like we should have flopped the 8 and the 12 on those, but whatevs. All right, so I think we know where this is going. I think I know. 24 for Deep Blue Sea, 56 for Jaws.
Yep.
There's justice in the world. Last poll the Toasters group made. This poll, they agree with you. This rarely happens. What a victory.
I think it's just Jaws is still such the quintessential shark movie. There's a piece of music you can hear. You automatically know what that movie is, and it evokes a certain emotion. There's the reason why we are afraid of sharks is because of a fucking Steven Spielberg movie. You know, like it's
a movie in which they weren't able to show the shark as much as they hoped, and
Yes.
it improved it.
between
a movie
Jaws
that
and
I
Alien.
fucking hate.
It creates this like cinematic element that has lived like I think
And
surpassed
scared people
so many
for
other
life.
monster aspects. Yeah, it's incredible. I love that.
Yeah.
The casting
I
too.
still got to give it
great.
another shot, but I feel like it's so old timey and boring. Give me Piranha, man. Give me Piranha. That's what I fuck with.
You like a higher speed though. You like a higher.
I like trash.
You want it
I
to
like
move
trash.
faster.
Yeah.
Jaws
like,
is a good build.
It's a slow burn.
I love that, especially when it's like it's the classic. You get hit with the attack right away, and then you get introduced to the town, kind of thing. Because that all the movies follow that track. Because that's that classic story. What is it? The woman that was in the rig that she cracked a rib. That's why her screams are so horrifying at the beginning of the movie, because she's actually screaming in pain because she has a broken rib. So if you go back and rewatch that scene, it's really fucking gnarly.
That's insane.
That and that's what's in the cut, supposedly. Like that's
fuck.
I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch it, dude. I feel like now that I'm mature,
maybe with your palate currently, I think you can readdress it. Think of it as like a fucking A24 movie, you know? It's if you put it in that lens, that's kind of what they're aiming for, is what used to be more commonplace. You
I will say though,
to have your
always
monster
seen that
in the whole movie. You needed to have it in the one apex moment.
Mm-hmm. And that makes it scarier, like you said. But I gotta admit, though, always seeing the poster, love the fucking poster of the shark and the woman. It's like so iconic.
That incredible pinball machine at Comic-Con.
Dude, Stern pinball. Yes. Cool. Fuck with it, folks.
Yes.
We do. Woo. All right, man. So that does it for the old polls.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty riled up for our next
what's that?
Our next segment. I think we need to do some reviews.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nice camera action, it's review time. Dennis and Adam, we gon' blow your mind. We're stepping up to the plate, ready to swing. Analyzing movies like a scientist would play.
Well, all right here, folks. I teased it earlier. I know this movie came out a little bit back, but it's still blazing the charts, and I felt like it'd be wrong if we didn't talk about it. I'm going to review a little movie called Michael.
Michael could go all the way. Right to the top. By himself. Wouldn't that be something? I want you to look at that wall. I want you to believe that you can touch it. And you can't quit.
I want to be who I want to be.
Do whatever you want. I own you from 9 to 5.
I need to start living my own life, just like everyone else.
You ain't like everyone else. Michael, rated PG-13.
All right, so I'll start it off just like I did my review, man. I'll be honest with you. I don't like Michael Jackson. I don't really care for his music much. I don't like the whole everything around it. But
I remember your art class speech.
Yeah,
the John LaJoie song. I will never forget that.
And I used that in one of my editing class where we had to bring in a song that we like and we didn't like. And I brought this song called Michael Jackson is Dead, where John LaJoie, this guy who plays Taco in the League, essentially sings about Michael Jackson being a pedophile and stuff. And not that, but it's mainly calling out people who were talking so much shit about him his whole life. And now that he's dead, he's a legend.
The hero
and everyone
worship.
loves him.
Yeah.
And that is this movie, essentially, in a nutshell. So I applaud Fuqua. His initial movie was going to be about everything. It was going to start with Michael getting essentially pat it down. Like they shot like him being like naked, them spreading his ass, like literally getting booked for everything for that. And it was going to end with the trial. And of course, like we were talking earlier, they had a 4-hour cut. And then the estate's like, oh yeah, we don't have the rights to actually do this because of a pending lawsuit. So they had to reshoot it. But like I said, I might not care about Michael Jackson. I admit some of his music is catchy, but I always go into things with an open mind. And I don't like half the fucking musicians that have biopics, and I haven't liked many of the biopics that come out in the past couple of years. But I had to give this one a shot. And I said that off the top of my actual review, my YouTube review, and someone like started talking shit, and they're like, well, you don't deserve this and that. I'm like, I don't deserve to watch and judge a movie on its merits because I don't like the subject matter? No. Fuck that. So anyways, the movie essentially starts off with the formation of the Jackson 5 and then spreads off mainly into Michael becoming a solo act, and it ends with the Jackson 5's final concert when Michael's on top of the world. And about the only controversy we get in this movie is the Pepsi commercial where Michael's hair gets caught on fire, and they kind of foreshadow like him in the fucking hospital being like, I can't be on medication. And it's like, cool, we're planting the seeds for addiction. That I liked. And even we don't have any controversy about him going solo and the family being irritated by it or angry. Michael is not a sexual being. Michael is just a child throughout the whole movie. Like, he's just hanging out with his animals and stuff. There's a scene where he's a full-grown adult killing it in the industry, and he's like, his brothers are playing basketball. He comes back, he's like, I just went to the toy store and got Twister. We could play tonight. And the brother's like, we're gonna go play Twister with ladies tonight. Enjoy playing by yourself. And it's like, dude, we know Michael fucked. He has kids. Come on, guys. And the whole Joe Jackson of it all, a fucking menace, a terrible tyrant, abusive man. All we get is him spanking Michael. It's a brutal spank. It's like 12 lashes, but that was back in the day what people did. I got spanked with a belt as a child, not often, but that was the thing that happened. But that's as deep as they went with Joe. It's like, not
the psychological like torment that was caused. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, they did show he like pushed him. He was like, oh, you don't get to go to bed after a performance. You got school in the morning, but we got to practice. They did that, but they could have dug so much deeper. Now, Coleman Domingo is fucking fantastic, man.
Such an incredible performer. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny because he has prosthetics happening. And I don't know why, but it just, the way he like delivers his lines, and like he has this thing with his mouth being agaped. The whole time I feel like it's like JB Smooth doing like a sketch of Joe Jackson almost, which is kind of interesting to me. But it's Coleman, and it's definitely JB couldn't give a performance like that. But I kept seeing JB Smooth in this. I don't know why. And they did show that like the kids were like afraid of him and stuff. Like there's like they call him Joseph, they don't call him Dad. And there's a scene where like when he's talking about going solo, someone's like, well, are you going to tell your dad? And he's like, yeah. And then like they cut to a scene of him like going to like the record label, and he's like, I need you guys to talk to my dad about it. So it's funny, like they showed Michael wanting to like own it and take presents, but then he goes to someone else to talk to his dad, and it's like, it was kind of comical.
I'm so sorry. I started laughing because when you first did like, you're Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I just
And it's funny, this movie reminded me of the pilot episode of the Black Dynamite show where we find out that Joe Jackson wasn't really the villain. It was really Michael as an alien, and Joe was really the puppet. Oh man. Anyways, Nia Long plays his mother, and she's a fantastic performer. But she doesn't get anything to do here. There's just a few scenes of like her being in the background. I'm like, oh, okay. And like, then there's like a lot of scenes of Michael and her watching classic movies together. It's like, that's cool. And there's one moment where it's like, yes, where she's telling Joe to leave him alone. I'm like, yeah, where was this the whole movie? But I get Katherine Jackson probably didn't have much of a back because she was being abused herself, I imagine. But like Miles Teller's here, and the whole time he looks like a young John Cusack to me. I don't know why it was weird. But the little boy, Giuliano Valdelli, I'm saying his name wrong. A young boy who plays young Michael, killing it. Awesome as a little guy.
Yeah.
I loved him, dude. I want more of this kid.
I saw him on KTLA the other morning.
Yeah.
Incredible interview. He's like,
that's awesome.
Such an established like little like old soul in this little kid. Like he owned that being on fucking LA morning news just fine. Like he was sweet little kid. That was really cool. That was really cool.
I that'd be something to check out. I gotta YouTube that. But the person who I really love the most cameo here, Mike Myers, man. Like he's doing his like Mike Myers Jewish voice kind of thing, and he's almost unrecognizable. Like he looks like a younger Mike Myers. Like I'm so used to now the blonde Mike Myers, but like it kind of feels like an old Mike Myers, and I loved it, man. I ate that shit up.
Oh, nice.
But like the other Jackson 5 members, like you don't get to spend much time with them, and they're just background characters. And the only way to really tell who's who, almost, there's one scene where one of them's wearing a hat with his name on it. And I'm like, okay, I get this is Michael's movie.
I was gonna say it is Michael.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Jackson 5. Maybe that's the prequel that we're
right. I'd watch that. It was cute seeing this like CG Bubbles. I love Bubbles, the monkey, the chimp. But yeah, the movie just didn't take any risk. It didn't take any swings. But by God, I had a good time watching it. Like the music was like great. The montages were good. It flew by. It's 2 hours and 7 minutes, and there was never a dull moment. The performances were strong. The cinematography was all right, but once we were like on stage and he was performing, it was magical, man. It was like so raw and like raw and real feeling. And like having Jafar Jackson, his nephew, play him might have been the best call ever. Like, it's so unruly.
You can't get much closer to the fucking being the man himself.
Yeah.
That's right. Crazy. They just the trailers I've seen and stuff, like it's Jesus. That's
dude.
He nailed it.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, that was the one thing I think when we first talked about this movie, the fact that they had him, I'm like, oh, they're not going to dive deep into the controversies because he's not. But it's like, apparently he was willing to do it. And honestly,
it was the rest of the family, right? It was everyone else saying,
and the lawsuit and stuff and all that. So, and it's funny, like when the movie ends, it's on a high note. Of course, it was like 88 right before all the court trials.
Right.
And there's like a title card, his story will continue, almost like history will continue. So they're teeing you up for the sequel, of course. And it's like, I'm intrigued to see where it goes. I hope they dive deeper. I hope we get some controversy. They did. I like they did show like the pigment changing. Like they show him like, he's like, I got to wear this certain type of glove or else my hands from what I'm doing and they'll become kind of white. And so it's like they set some stuff in motion, which I liked. And they really cemented the whole like him loving Peter Pan and Neverland throughout being a child. We didn't get to see him build the ranch, but I'm intrigued to see where they're going. But judging off this one movie compared to the 5 last, like let's say like the last couple of biopics of musicians, this one might be the strongest. I really had a good time watching it. It was fun. Nice. It was insightful. It was safe. But it gave fans what they wanted, because you could either give fans a movie they want or you can give people who don't like Michael Jackson what they want. And that's not going to be a movie that's going to be as riveting and make all the money in the world. So I get why they did what they did.
Especially if the plan is to then follow up with exactly that.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Here's the movie for the fans that only want to see this part. Here's the movie for the fans that want to look at this part. Maybe that's the angle, but something tells me, based on how the production went for the first one, there's no way they're going to make a sequel go that deep on into that stuff.
Yeah, and there's already like there were rumors that Antoine I mean, this movie is like one of the biggest grossing movies this year. So, I mean, but yeah, you never know. But there was rumors that Antoine Fuqua dropped out of the movie. He didn't want to deal with the producers so much that he would direct from a van, supposedly. And like I said, they had to pay him more than they paid him to do the movie, to do the reshoots. But the producer is the person who made the Freddie Mercury biopic, which did similar things. So it's like he has a formula. He knows how to appease the estates. He knows how to make a movie. And rumor is he was essentially the shadow director, and it looks like he could come in to direct the next one. They're already saying like, well, with Antoine's vast amount of work that he has in front of him, we don't know if we can schedule it with him. And it's like, all right, at least they're playing it cool. He's doing the press for it. So cool. Yeah. Side note, I know, sorry, this is a long review. It's just one of those movies. You did send me a trailer for something that you were kind of intrigued by, which I could have reviewed, but I didn't on this. RZA's latest movie, A Spoon of Chocolate. I just saw it last weekend, and that co-stars Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris Jackson. And there's like, she's kind of hot. I'll give her that, but it's weird. It's like, oh, if you look at her, it's like, oh, she does look like Michael, like a female. It's crazy how, and it's like,
yeah.
It's like, so you're telling me Michael is like this like friendly childless virgin, but he has all these kids. I don't know, movie. come on.
Yeah, it's definitely not that kind of
Blank.
movie. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that movie was interesting. We can talk about it
Uh,
at some point later, but
yeah.
not what I wanted, but it was good. But I'm going to end this because it's gone on too long. Sorry. I'm going to give Michael 2.5 slices of toast.
2.5 slices. All right.
Yeah. And if it went a little deeper into the controversies, I probably would have given it maybe a little more, but I can't fully hold that against
Right.
it because they did all they could. Yeah.
For sure.
But my big issue is I went to watch a movie on Stars the other day because I pay for the Stars app because like it's like $20. I'm like, all right, for a year, fuck it. They're like, they had a trailer for Michael and they're like, streaming on Stars this summer, Michael. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You're telling people not to go to the movie. What the fuck? Come on.
Well, let's be honest. The people who are on the verge of, if it's going to come out in streaming soon, I just won't see it in theaters now, are not going to be the people that are going to see it in theaters anyways.
Yeah.
You know,
I will say, I was happy I didn't have any people dancing in my theater. It was literally a packed house. I saw this. Oh, dude, it's people are dressing up like Michael in the fucking glove and the red jacket. There's videos all over the internet. Yeah, and they're going in front of the stage dancing while he's dancing or in the aisles. And it's like, dude, I get you're happy. That's cool.
I want to watch a movie.
This isn't the place. Yeah. But I'll say I saw this. I want to say the Thursday it opened at like 4:00 and it was a packed house. Like, so this is nice to see people going to the theater for that.
4:00 on a Thursday. Damn.
Yeah. Right?
What are people up to?
I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I was there, so I can't comment.
Seeing Michael. Well, I know what your work schedule's like, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But I'm just happy to see people are going out there.
All right.
But it's just interesting. Like, I think someone even also like, they're like, you don't like Michael Jackson, you're a racist. I'm like, how am I a racist? Because I don't like, no, that's fuck you.
You don't have to be into pop music. Like,
yeah.
It's
like,
not, it's a very, you know,
but
I like some Michael Jackson songs. I don't like all of his catalog.
Yeah.
You know,
and I'm not gonna lie, leaving this movie, I was like, maybe I should listen to some. It's enjoyable.
He's got some fucking bangers. He's got some
100%. And that's cool. Like we see like him coming up with some of these songs, and like one of the main scenes is like him filming the Thriller video, and like that's cool.
Nice.
And like and it's cool because like he's like, oh, my short film. Like he treats them as short films, not as and the list of fucking directors that he had. They only dive into Thriller, which of course was Landis, but the directors that did Michael Jackson video, like he went after the directors, and it's like
who played John Landis in the, or did
it was just like you see him by like a crane, and like they talk to him, and it's like behind. So I was intrigued to see that. I was hoping. I'm like,
that would have been kind of cool.
But like there's an AD, like I'll go talk to John, and then like you see from behind, oh yeah, we'll give that a shot. And it's like, fuck you, I want to see who's Landis.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, but I'm gonna let you take this next review, and I'm gonna jump in with you because I also watched it. But this is your main review, so I'm intrigued to hear your setup.
All right. I got a little Netflix film starring a big Hollywood lady we are a fan of on the show. I'm gonna be talking about Apex.
What's special, Sasha? I already know about you. Danger makes you feel alive.
Perfection's the only option. But this is completely different. You think you can handle it?
Run for your life.
We're playing a game. Is that what you think we're doing?
You guessed right.
Run for your life.
Let's do it.
You think I've got a problem?
You're a sick
Run for your life. Run for your life.
All right, so this is a flick star, like we mentioned, starring Charlize Theron, co-starring Taron Egerton, and it's telling the story of this woman who's super into extreme sports. She likes rock climbing, very intense rock faces. She's into kayaking, all sorts of outdoor high adrenaline sports, and on a very tragic climb in Norway where she's with it appears to be the love of her life, played by Eric Bana. They suffer this tragic accident where he then dies, and she's now months later, she's going back to his homeland of Australia and experiencing some of the outback, like, well, not, I guess not the outback, but experiencing some Australian wilderness on her own. She's rolling solo. So right away, you're getting this solo adventurer woman out on her own. We've kind of established, like, they kind of, honestly, they're really beating you over the head with a woman alone thing.
Yeah, that old
very,
trope.
very aggressive, gross men kind of coming on to her, very much coming on to her, with another man having to defend her, and she doesn't really get a chance to defend herself, which kind of bothered me right away.
Mhm.
She's a badass. I think she can speak for herself.
100%.
But setting that aside, we get a very meek, like, Taron Egerton meets her in a gas station. She's getting hassled. He's just like, "Hey guys, like, ease up. Like, you don't need to be doing this to her. Here, buy my beef jerky." And we move on to, oh, here's I need some directions to get to this place I want to see. Oh, do you want the easy way or the hard way? Oh, then I'll show you the cool way to get there. And she's out go adventuring on her own. She's going solo doing this. Obviously, we're in this slow burn sort of situation. Now, before we go further, I want to establish, I actually didn't watch the trailer for this going into it.
Oh, okay.
I
Smart
read a little synopsis, and I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting. I'll just jump right into it. It's like, I have a guess where this will go. Obviously, there's going to be baddies that are going to chase her through this wilderness area. After hearing the trailer you just played, that honestly might have turned me off had I seen that first.
Oh, interesting.
Because I think that's telling way too much information. Even if you can guess it, it makes it sound super predictable. Which,
yeah,
I'm gonna say right now, the movie was super predictable.
Sure.
Is it obvious that the creepy hunters that are very grossly hitting on her aren't the big bads, but it's going to be the quiet second build actor who walks in very nice and says nice things to her is going to be the big bad? Sure. Even when you get that, I'm like, all right, then how is this going to unfold, right? Once it starts to unfold, he kind of just slaps you across the face. Not in a fun, ooh, now we're getting into the action sort of way, but it's like, oh shit, the movie started finally. Okay. Mind you, this is a good 25, 30 minutes in. We've spent some time watching Charlize Theron kayak for a while, and I don't think we needed. Again, look, I get it. She's on an emotional journey. She has literally a physical obstacle she couldn't overcome. The part at the beginning with Eric Bana featured, there was a rock face she couldn't surpass, and it's taken her many attempts to try to overcome this. So obviously this is something we're going to come back to, even if it's not in Norway. I need to say, oh shit, I want to say something that might be a spoiler that I called out in the gas station.
Yep, I did the same thing to Sarah. I'm like, wouldn't it be interesting if that was that?
Yeah,
and then that was a throwaway, and then that came, and I'm like, okay, I'm happy I'm not the only one.
Immediately,
it was too on the nose.
We drew so much attention to this item in the convenience store. I'm just like, oh, we've talked about it 3 times. I bet you it's this. And Val's like, oh, I hope not. I'm like, oh no, it is. I guarantee it is.
And even as you watch her eating it and being like, oh, this is good. I'm like, oh no, sister, come on.
She looks at the bag too. I'm like, and she makes that sound. I'm like, oh god damn it. My problem with it is the way we describe the flavor, because throughout history it's been documented what the flavor should be. I'm like, oh well, we already fucked that up, but whatever. We'll move on. We'll move past that. The movie is an adventure, though. I think that you have some
watching it unwind.
You have a lot of gorgeous location shots.
But it's shot so beautifully. The person who did both the Joker movies shot this, and the landscape is so vast.
Yes. But for my problem is, for as many gorgeous shots as you get of actual landscape, you just get drowned in these CG ultra wides that I'm
True.
like, I'm like, you couldn't have just thrown a fucking drone up and got some awesome shots of like Australian forest. You know,
Yeah.
like it's like you guys are there. Why couldn't? Anyways, I like the adventure elements. The story itself, I'm sorry, just did not drive forward hard enough. And for a woman who's so fucking hardcore, especially an actress who's so badass as Charlize Theron, I'm always going to be like, I will never doubt her badassery presence on a screen. I was so frustrated with here she is at the apex of her ability, and all of a sudden all of those skills get yanked away. Here they are all back again. Now they're taken away again.
And that was the issue with this movie. They're like, he was playing with her. It was cat and mouse, of course, but there were so many chances for him to just kill her. And it's like, well, why is she still alive?
For me,
and
for me, it's the other way around. For me, it's the other way around. There's so many chances she could have beat the shit out of this guy.
She could have killed him too. Sure.
She is physically more imposing human being to me than Taron Egerton is in real life. And I'm like, that's the person I'd be afraid to get in a fight with. And yet she's just getting owned by this guy. And I'm like,
yes,
stop it.
She did all of her own stunts, all this extreme shit. She did. And we've seen what she did in Atomic Blonde, what she did in Fury Road. Like, we know the caliber.
She had some awesome stunts in Old Guard too. Obviously, the character of Furiosa is my favorite, I think, role of hers. And
I felt like Taron Egerton was like trying to be like fucking McAvoy in Split, like this one guy, but then I'm this hulking fucking
especially
crazy
with the techno music speaker playing, and
it got old.
And the leaving too many advantages for her to which it wasn't even advantage. It's like she should have dominated him, even though she was out of her element. Like, it was honestly never established whether or not she's even been here before. She might have. Just because she was looking for a route to this place doesn't mean...
And the amount of distance she got away from it at some points, and then he was already ahead of her, and it's like, how? That's physically impossible.
She's clearly a much better climber. The fact that she went up that crevasse and down, and he somehow went up and down faster than she did. Like, there's so many elements and scenes that I just felt cheated as an audience member. Like, I invested so much faith into your main character, and you keep ripping that out from under me. And it's not shocking. It's not like, it's like, now she's letting me down when I don't want her to let me down.
True.
You know?
True.
If anything, I wanted the hunters to come back and try to help, and they get killed.
Exactly. You know? Spoiler, folks. They never come back. We see them once after the gas station. But yeah, that's when they should have been like, yeah, we're the good guys. We're here to help. I expected that the whole movie.
Or, at least
but they should have been working with them.
Bags. Yeah, like it's one of those. Yeah, something. Even the lady at the gas station I don't care. I almost wanted a Texas Chainsaw style. Oh, everyone in this. Once she went into the preserve, is like everyone that lives in here kind of fucked up, kind of thing.
And even our camp counselor, our camp kind of ranger is like, guy. People go in and they don't even come back, and you're going in solo. It's like, oh, okay.
And he wasn't talking down to her. He was just like,
no,
people should just go in pairs. That's it. Like, it doesn't matter that you're a woman. Doesn't matter if it's a man. No one person should solo this forest. People disappear all the time. I get that. And I like that sort of foreboding element they tried to add to it. But that was quickly washed away by everything else that you injected into the film. Again, there was some gorgeous shots. You got to see her do some really cool physical stunts, but it just wasn't enough to carry the movie for me. Story-wise.
And it's only an hour and 35 minutes, but it's like, it could have been more effective.
Exactly. I think it should have been time better spent. I still think it's a movie worth watching, though. I think it's something worth seeing once. I love the two main stars and the little bit of Eric Bana that we get. He actually did a good job for those few minutes he was in the movie.
Oh yeah, charming.
I think the cast, as much screen time as they got, they all played as well as they could. I think there was visual elements with Taron's character. Let me phrase it as carefully as I can. There was a visual element that was introduced late in the movie about Taron's character. I think should have been there the rest of the movie and not hidden again. Once he showed that off, I was like, oh, that's awesome. Okay, finally we're getting like deeper into. It's like, oh no, we retract. just like her climbing ability, just like her adventuring abilities, we retract all of these things that were starting to be cool, the things that should have made it more interesting. There's something off mic, or maybe after the show, I'd like to say, I think would have been much cooler about the final climb if she had to do it with even fewer things available to her. Maybe he decided to clench his teeth. You know, like it would have been cooler to see her then do it. Like, with let's like figuratively a hand tied behind her back, or you know, not that isn't how obviously it plays through. But one of Val's complaints was the symbolism that was repeated way too frequently, the tethering between characters. It's like you see it like 4 fucking times in the movie. I'm like, oh my god, okay, stop it. We get it. I think it's like high caliber talent in kind of a low caliber script. Unfortunately. You know?
Yeah.
I wanted to like it more, but I still had a decent time watching it. I don't regret it, but I probably won't watch it again. So that did dictate
I'm with you on that.
My slice scale on it. So
what you slicing this at?
I'm slicing it 2.5.
I don't know why our 2 is like a 1 slice. I gotta fix that. Something's up with that. I thought I heard that earlier, but sorry. I think 2.5 is pretty dead on. I'll go 2.5 with you as well. See, now that one sounded 2.
I heard it. That sounded like 2. That's a deuces.
Yeah. These buttons are a little glitchy bitchy in my book. So it's a Netflix movie. They're not all high quality. You know what movie I really am like? I rewatch that last Taron Egerton movie with him and Bateman, the one that takes place at the airport. Departed, yeah. I think. That one was good.
I think I sliced that one about the same. Where it's like I liked the elements, but it was like, and then you started again. You start shorting this talent that we have on screen. I'm like, oh, stop it! don't twist. Don't force Bateman into this box. I get it. Maybe he thought he was having. You know, he probably had fun playing the bad guy character. But it's like you make him so smart, and then he's all of a sudden so fucking dumb. And kind of the same thing happens in this movie, and I'm like, I get it. It's like we want to spend so much money up to a point and then stop. But it's like you've already proven you can do it with God, what's the movie with Thor saving the Indian kid?
Extraction.
Oh my God, I love Extraction. Extraction 2, pretty damn good too. Not quite as good as the first, but you've proven you can do these really cool spectacle pieces. Come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, let's see what Netflix has next week for us. There's always something new coming, hit or miss.
There is.
We'll check them out. All right. I have a new little sequel here. I'm talking about The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Pull yourself together. We have work to do. And by we, I mean you.
I am the new features editor at Runway. Oh, da, Andy. I'm here to restore your credibility.
Why don't you take the train, dear? You need to tell Miranda. I feel a little bit sick.
Miranda? Hey, Miranda!
You should get that looked at. The injury or condition or whatever that causes you to trudge.
The Devil Wears Prada 2, rated PG-13. Get tickets now.
All right, now I'll get this off my chest. I had never seen The Devil Wears Prada, but I knew this was coming out, and I got to see everything apparently. So I, about a month ago, watched the first one. I'm like, oh, this is not as bad as I thought it would be. So let's go into the new one. I'm all about it. Let's fucking sign me up.
Okay.
So 20 years. It's been 20 years since that movie came out, and people really loved it. So it's like, it makes sense. Take your time, do a sequel. Why not? So this is a movie that takes place in real time. Of course, Anne Hathaway was Meryl Streep's assistant. Andy wanted to be a writer, but she took a job as an assistant to a terrible fucking fashionista kind of magazine tycoon almost character, Miranda Priestley. And 20 years later, we find out that Andy had quit that job and traveled the world and did real journalism. And the movie picks up. She's doing good. She just won a journalism award, but right before she went on stage, she found out that everyone at her publication had lost their jobs as a tax write-off, and she's in a hard place. And at the same time, Runway, the magazine Meryl Streep runs, is kind of dealing with the controversy, and one thing leads to another, and Andy ends up going back to Runway, but now she's the features editor and writing pieces there again. And it's just kind of proving herself to Meryl Streep again and helping them come out of this situation. And it kind of flounders a little bit, but then one thing leads to another, and it becomes about saving the publication. The management, something terrible happens, and Miranda expects something to happen for her, but then there's a monkey wrench, and they got to pretend like that monkey wrench doesn't happen as fashion weeks happen, and they're throwing this big runway show in Milan or Rome, wherever the fuck, Italy. And Andy's worried. She's like, I can't lose 2 publications. I got to help save it. And she might make things worse. She might make things better. It's I don't know. It's weird, man. This movie feels, I wanted to say it's a rehash, but it's not. There's more happening, but it's mainly a statement about journalism is dying and journalists deserve the right to like keep doing what's right, but it's kind of preachy. The thing that gets her in the good graces of Miranda is by booking a white whale of a person to interview, someone who hasn't been interviewed in a while and is like the hot topic in the fashion industry. And like, it's interesting because in the first movie, Miranda was such a cold-hearted bitch. In this one, she is, but like her new assistant is like, clearly things have happened. There's been mention of like HR has had to talk to her a bunch. And like, so her new assistant's like, you can't say that, you can't say this. And we're seeing a little bit more of like a tame version of Miranda, which I liked. And like, she gets to show a little bit of heart and soul here, but I saw this movie twice. I saw it opening day by myself, and then I saw it with Sarah because she loved the original. But Sarah hated it. She's like, that's not the character. And I'm like, yeah, but 20 years has gone by. She's dealing with life. So it's like, I get it. Stanley Tucci's character, Nigel, he's in it. He's a goddamn delight. I love him. Still doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emily Blunt's character, Emily, that's interesting that she has the same name. I love when they do that. She's not working there anymore, but she plays a big factor in this movie. And then there's some new familiar faces that I like Justin Theroux's in here, and he's doing this really wacky, unlikable, fucking weird guy. BJ Novak is kind of a villain in this.
Okay.
Kenneth Branagh's in it, and he's a goddamn delight. I mean, he looks so. It's weird. He looks so
great.
young in here. He's Meryl Streep's new husband, and when he's on the scene, in the scenes, he steals the show, man. In my book, man, I loved it. And there's so many cameos, like, and even Sarah's like, oh yeah, they're clearly skewing towards a younger audience, like TikTok people and this and that. And I'm like, and then I assume there's fashion people. I only recognize a few people. I'm like, clearly they're focusing on these people. It's mainly like, hey man, here's some fan service thrown at you.
Isn't there? Then they make there's like some cameo of like the woman that Meryl Streep's based on is in the movie too.
Anna Wintour, I think, but that's the thing. I don't know who that lady looks like, so she probably is in there, but I don't know.
Okay.
And it's funny because there's all these cameos and stuff, and the big controversy before this came out was they cut Sydney Sweeney from it, and it's like, okay, whatever. They cut people all the time. She had a cameo, so what? But people were pissed about that, but it's like, whatever.
She's getting enough attention, it's fine.
Exactly. She's doing A-okay, folks.
Yeah.
Now, it's weird. I wanted to hate this movie, but I liked it. There's some weird, like in the beginning of the movie, there's like some handheld kind of shaky cam stuff happening. And I'm like, that doesn't fit. And then there's other things here that like will look so elegant and great. And like, there's some great sets. There's some great music. The movie plays well, but I will say, like, I had some quarrels with it, and Sarah said the same thing after. I'm like, all right, so it's not just me. Like, there's nothing really at stake. Like, every time there's like an issue and Andy has to take care of it, there's a montage of her making phone calls. But in the first movie, we saw her doing everything, and we saw how everything got done, and it was a journey. But in this, it's like a couple of phone calls, and we're good, we're golden. And then there's a love interest here. We don't have Vinny Chase from Entourage this time. Now there's like a new guy who she's kind of dating, but they just kind of force that kind of in the middle. Like she meets him and then like, oh, we're in a relationship, but we never really get to spend much time in it. But I like the guy. It's this Australian actor named Patrick Bramall. He's on this. He created this show and stars in it with his wife called Colin from Accounts, about this Australian couple who raises this crippled dog. Fantastic, and it's good to see him in this. He's charming and funny and witty, and I would have liked to see more of him. And we're getting a lot of people from the last movie popped up here and there. It's kind of like Michael. It's kind of safe, and it's like it's good, but it could have been better.
That's what scares me about movies that have sequels that come 20 fucking years later. I'm like, man, what are you? It's not like you're carrying momentum. If you're coming back, you need to come back and hit fucking hard.
Yes.
But therein lies the problem. If you do that, are you then scaring away the audience of the source material?
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, like, they're trying to deal with stuff that does make it relevant. Like, journalism is a dying thing in America.
Yeah.
And then mergers and buyouts and stuff, that's a very big part of this too. But it's like, focus on one thing. Don't just fucking try to shove everything in it, man. Like, clearly this movie, people wanted it. It's, I think, the third highest grossing movie of the year right now. So chances are we might get a third one. And I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I'm very mixed on it. I saw it twice. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't have seen it a second time. But honestly, if you're a fan, watch the original. That one won't let you down. Devil Wears Prada 2, I'm going to give 2 slices of toast.
Fair enough.
It's right there. Not the best, not the worst. It's like seeing old friends again, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you're old now. Everyone's old now.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, exactly.
You're old, I'm old. What the fuck?
But I will say, this is the year of Anne Hathaway. She has this. She has another movie, Mother Mary, which I saw the day before I saw this, and she was great in it, but that movie was so bad. So I'm like, oh, this is a refresher. And then in the summer, we're getting her in The Odyssey, which I saw a couple of minutes ago. They just put out the official full trailer, so I can't wait to check that out after we get off the mic here.
Checking that out too. Yep.
Like, I thought the last one was a full trailer, but no, this one just hit, so it's the official. So I'm excited.
Yeah,
then she has,
Super Bowl was just the teaser, right? So
yeah, I think so. Yeah. And then she has another movie, a Colleen Hoover movie, Verite, and I think she has one more movie coming out towards and then December. So
didn't we talk about a couple episodes ago that they're doing another Princess Bride? So
yep. So she's having a nice renaissance. Yeah.
Deservedly so.
It.
She's talented. She deserves getting all these parts. That's cool.
Yeah. And it's good because, like, even like Emily Blunt's character's like, oh, you're more confident in yourself. She's like, yeah. And it's nice seeing that, because in the first movie, she was like such a wreck, and like, it's like, oh yeah, she's more mature. Time has passed. But she's still like, when she starts, she's trying to prove herself to Miranda, and that came off a little needy. But once she backed up, it's like, all right, and that's the thing. I feel like Meryl Streep kind of phoned it in a little bit. Like she was a little like it just felt like there was a little heart missing here. And then I read she passed on this movie until they offered her a fuckload more money than they initially offered her. So it's like, I don't know if she was really,
I guess for that amount of money, I'll show up.
Yeah. But
fair enough though. I mean,
you gotta choose wisely. You know your worth. And of course, Meryl Streep knows her worth. And she's talking shit about Marvel, pissing off some nerds lately. But it is what it is.
I don't think.
Sorry, I have one more movie here. I'm sorry. I'm talking a lot tonight. Sorry. I have a movie called Obsession.
I'm excited for this.
Obsession. You're the only person I get to really talk to. You're too. Have you ever actually flirted with Nikki? One Wish Willow. I wish Nikki Freeman loved me more than anyone in the entire world.
It's weird how you two are dating all of a sudden. Like, super dating.
I love you so much.
Is she okay?
No. Obsession. Rated R. Only theaters May 15th with special engagements in Dolby.
All right. So I saw this movie, I want to say back in March, and like I've been sitting on it because now it's coming out in like 2 or 3 weeks, so I figured now's the time to talk about it. Like I said, this is directed by a YouTuber. Like that's the thing, we're getting a lot of horror movies from YouTubers lately, and I'm kind of happy about that. Like they're doing good work, and this movie, man, blew all. Like I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh, that looks good, but I was like, this movie's really fucking good, dude. Like, all right, so the premise is there's this guy, he's kind of a nerd, he's a little bit friend zoned by a coworker that he really likes, and one day she's into like crystals and stuff, and she breaks her crystal or loses it, and he's like, I'm gonna go buy her one. And he's at this shop, and like he sees this thing, it's like called a One Wish Willow or something like that, and like they're like, oh yeah, you can make any wish you want and it will come true. And he gets it, and he's gonna give it to her, but then he doesn't give it to her after like this whole like kind of outing they had. He drops her off at home. They had this kind of will they won't they moment where she's like, do you like me? And it's like, oh shit. And he's like, no, haha. And like, she's like, okay. And then she's about to go in her house. And then like, he makes a wish that she would love him more than anyone's ever loved anyone. And he hits it. And then immediately like shit gets crazy. Like she becomes obsessed. She can't live without him. She is like obsessed is like putting it very mildly. Like,
right.
Like
wholly
everything
consuming of her life.
Oh, yeah. Like he is her life, and like she'll go to the ends of the earth and do some fucking crazy shit if she thinks anything's happening. And it just, I'm trying not to, because I could spoil stuff. Like it just takes these crazy, intensely.
Can I say something before you get too much further?
Yeah,
I feel like what you've said so far, when I saw the trailer for this movie, captured very fucking well exactly what you're saying. It got me as excited as what you just said got me excited, but it didn't give me too much of like when it really cracks off. Like I can tell there's so much more that's gonna happen, and you've already got me back there. I'm like, I want to see this.
I hope you see this at some point, and then we can talk spoilers. Like I can't because it comes out May 15th, and we're only May 5th.
4th,
but there were scenes where, we're 4th for you, 5th. But there's scenes where I almost like cringe. Like it takes a lot for me to cringe. Like some scenes I wanted to look away from the screen. Like that's how and it looks so visually pleasing. Like the sets are so good. The cinematography is gorgeous. It has this eerie like score to it. The camera work, they do some fun camera movements with it, and I don't know the cast, but they are fantastic. Well, the one thing, like, because one person that I saw was in the cast before I went to go see it, intrigued me the most. Andy Richter has a cameo in this.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, Andy, but then you see it, it's like, okay, that makes sense, and he's delightful, but it's like never picture him in a movie like this.
I'm Andy Richter. I'm sorry.
But the young man who stars in this, who's being tormented essentially, Michael Johnston plays this character Bear. He's great at like trying to keep his cool and not lose it around this girl, but because he's gonna pretend like it's not physically like agonizing to him. But this young woman, like her name is Indy Narvet, I believe. I'm probably saying it wrong, but she plays Nikki, the love interest. Fucking phenomenal, dude. Like I've only seen her in one other thing, which I watched kind of a week or two before I saw this Dave Bautista movie Trap House, and she was great in that.
Yeah.
She in this, like it's like almost like she's possessed. There's moments where like she looks like she's in physical pain. Like it looks like she's possessed and like physically pushing herself, like the character and the actress pushing to just these limits. And what this director, I think he wrote it too, what he got was just pure carnage and chaos. And I can't wait to see more. And I didn't want to say anything when we're talking about it, but I'm all on board with this guy wants to do with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If it's even half as good as this, I think we're in for something special.
Damn. Okay. That's even more good news for that. Oh shit. That's cool.
Yeah, dude.
That's fucking cool. Okay.
Like, and I think he's a young guy, dude. Fucking
Yeah.
I want to say he's like in his 20s. I'm like, and this is his first feature, but being a YouTuber, it's like, I commend him, man. Like, I wasn't sure. Oh, sorry.
No, sorry. I was going to say, I was on Instagram a couple months ago when they first started dropping the teasers, and they dropped the account for Obsession, and it was just in my feed, and I was just like, shit, yes. I'm here for it. I started sending it out to people of just like, yeah, this looks awesome. What do you think? And you just hear, I was only hearing positive things coming back. It's like, ooh, creepy. Yeah, I want to see that. I'm like, this is exactly the type of thing.
I think this premiered at South by Southwest, and there was buzz about it. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. But everyone's always like, you're at like a big festival, and like, it's like, all right, sure.
You can always say there's buzz. Yeah, but that's...
Yeah. And I'll say I was at a festival too. Like, I saw it at this festival in Boston. Like, it's funny. I go to the bathroom before a movie, and I try holding it, but I couldn't hold it. I had to go pee. And I went in the middle of the movie. I don't know who was doing the marketing at this thing, but like, the entire bathroom was covered in sticky notes that was just quotes and things from the movie. So it's like, this is fucking cool. It made the experience 10 times better. Like things that she would say to him that just gets under your skin. It's like, and it was everywhere in a matter of like an hour. I'm like, fuck, this is insane. I love it. By the way,
all I could think of is this poor crew had to go in and stick sticky notes in a men's bathroom. Just
as people are trying to pee and wash their hands.
Piss splatter everywhere, and you're just sticking all this. That's amazing. That's great.
But it sold me, man.
That's awesome, though. I love that. I love that sort of marketing. I love that sort of engrossing sort of experience. That's what a movie should feel like when you go see it.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Cool. But yeah, this movie took me by surprise. One of my favorites of this year so far. I'm not a giant horror guy.
Okay.
It's twisted. It's dark. It's fucked up. It's unrelentlessly just itself. It's original. Like the trailer, I'm like, it could be good, but man, I feel like it's a great movie.
Right.
I'm gonna give Obsession 3.5 slices of toast, man.
Awesome.
I loved it. Highly suggest 5:15. Go and check it out. Support like up and coming directors, folks.
That's
this guy gets it. Yeah.
Ah, damn, that's cool. I'm very excited to see this. I would, like I said, as soon as I saw the trailer, I knew I was hyped to see it. Feels so much better hearing that you enjoyed it that much. So
yeah,
definitely on the must-see list.
Like, I've been wanting to talk about it for so long, but I'm like, I want to wait till it gets closer, and I don't want it to get buried as much. So
right. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, cool, dude.
Yeah, that's
badass.
Gonna do it for our reviews this episode. Hopefully you found something you may or may not want to see. We might have steered you in a direction, hopefully, or learned some news or enjoyed a poll or two.
At the very least.
Yeah.
Well, folks, the only way you're going to keep up to date on any of that stuff would be if you follow any of our socials. So please check out @movie_toast over on Facebook, X, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky Kick, YouTube, all of those wonderful things. But please search @movie_toast. You can stay up to date for all of our new reviews, upcoming events, and such. You'll get the earliest reviews you possibly can. Adam's got a lot of out of theater reviews, a lot of things that hit really fast. So please stay up to date, stay in the know, and follow Movie Toast.
And if you happen to watch the show or listen to it, because we're both video and audio, thank you. If something really works and resonates with you, we'd love to hear about it. But if something isn't sitting right and you think something could be changed or improved, we'd love to hear that too. So if you can leave a review wherever you're listening, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, we'd love to hear what you think about the show, and we want to improve it and make it as golden and toasty as possible for you, the audience. We'd appreciate that.
Please do.
Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah.
But say you've done all that business. Oh.
No, dude, you took the words out of my mouth. I like that.
Say you've done all that business. You're already following. You've already reviewed. You're already here for the toast. We only have one thing left to ask of you, and that is to please stay
toasty.
I'm in Dennis, they're the kings of the real. Reviewing new movies, they keep it real. Coast to coast, from LA to the east. On the podcast show, they feast on the beast. Adam's bringing knowledge like he's Professor X. Dennis with cuts deeper than Wolverine's claws. I guess Marvel, DC, they know them all by heart. Breaking down the plot, tearing every scene apart. They got the juice like Tarantino's Pulp Fiction. Breaking down movies with a sharp precision. Adam coming in hot like a John Wick hit. Dennis bringing the heat like the climax of a Tarzan flick.
because there's just so many Tarzan movies.
There really are when you look at it, man.
There are a few.
Let's see.
There are a few.
How many Tarzan?
Unless Phil
movies
Collins is singing the goddamn song.
So Google AI claims there's nearly 50 official live action and animated Tarzan. And that's official.
There's a lot of live action black and white Tarzan movies from back in the day.
Right.
Yeah.
That just went under the radar, sadly. Man, oh man. One thing I didn't work into the news because I wasn't sure really what we were going to talk about it, but did you hear that Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni finally settled their crazy legal battle that's been going on for what feels like 3 years?
No.
Yeah.
I did not hear that.
Like they were supposed to go to court and like hash something out, but I guess they just got it in under the time. But all the articles I looked up didn't say who won, who got what, but I feel like this has been something that's been going on for so long. I thought it was never going to end.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They finally settled on something. And
yeah.
They're not going to. Someone's eventually going to leak something, but.
Oh, has to.
I don't know. Kind of at this point, I'm like,
who cares?
Can we move on?
Yeah.
There's other things I think we can talk about now and address.
Speaking of which. Not entertainment. Entertainment adjacent, I'd call it. Did you see GameStop wants to buy eBay for $56 billion?
Yeah, I don't really get it.
Fuck. Like, how does GameStop have more money than eBay?
Well, I mean, there was funny enough. There was a movie about that.
But after that, they spiraled again.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's a weird, it's a gimmick. I think it's a lateral move to. It's not even about the selling video games anymore. It's about remarketing sold items. Because let's be honest, that's where most of GameStop's income comes from.
That's true. Yeah,
reselling used things.
Yeah,
if you really break it down.
God, and it's always been that way.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy to think about.
A corner of eBay has done really well with. Back in the day, they used to do really well with video games, but that market has fluctuated so much. It's not what it used to be, especially in the digital video game market. It doesn't matter what the physical copies are, unless you're a hardcore game collector.
Yeah.
You're not really going after those. I remember back in the day, I had this dream of getting all of the GameCube Resident Evil series, which some of those are mighty expensive now. And I remember having a couple copies in my hands. Back when they were only like $25, $35, $45, and now when some of them have skyrocketed to like $200 or more, I'm just
hundreds,
God damn! I kick myself for not just splurging my allowance money on these things. But
back then that was a lot of money. But now it's really a lot of money. Like I love seeing on social media like old like Toys R Us ads or whatnot, like. Fucking N64, $100. Fucking video game, $40. Like, what? Where did that all go?
Right.
Fuck. And that's back when parents were like, that's expensive for a video game. And now it's like, that's so fucking cheap.
Exactly. I'm trying to find I'm looking at the price of what. Oh, God damn it. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, boy.
I almost wish I didn't.
That sounds good.
I'm seeing prices ranging Resident Evil Code Veronica going anywhere from $80 to $280. So,
damn.
God damn it.
Damn.
It's not even amazing Resident Evil game, but there's just so few copies made. Anyways. Yeah.
Just one of the only ones I've actually played of that franchise.
Oh dang! It's
like the original and that. And I have Village, never played it. I bought fucking Requiem day one, still gonna fucking play it.
Village is good.
That's what my summer's gonna be. I gotta fucking
the remake of 4, fucking fantastic. I know I was trying to do it on live stream for Movie Test. I think I should try it again.
Get back into it, man.
I think with my new rig, it's gonna do.
You
a lot
should,
better.
not be as glitchy. Yeah.
I'll give it another shot.
Especially that'd be a good tie-in for when the new movie comes out. I think that's a move.
I barely scratched the surface of Village as well, so I might just restart that and I could do.
Too bad that's not like multiplayer.
Ooh,
cross-platform. That'd be nice.
I feel that would be cool if they brought that aspect back. There are a couple of multiplayer Resident Evil games. They didn't make many, but there's a few.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Outbreak. Look up that horrendous train wreck.
Oh,
if you aren't
I assume
familiar.
with a name like Outbreak, that'd be good.
You would think it used the rarely used PlayStation Network when it was like the PS2. Remember that had an online capability? So it was one of the few games where like you could get bitten. If you got bitten by a zombie too many times, you would turn into a zombie.
That's kind of cool.
And then you would be a zombie in someone else's game.
Oh, that's even better. That's how it should be.
But you're a shambler. Like it apparently it's so dry and slow. It was like you had to be really committed to then want to be that zombie in someone else's game, that it would be like, oh fuck, I do.
Damn.
The problem, apparently, I believe, from what I understood, the problem ended up becoming no one would wait. They would leave the game once they zombified or died or whatever.
Zombified.
Like, fuck this. I don't. This is too boring. I don't want to play this anymore. So it was very rare. Like the living characters then got to play against a human zombie character. You're usually against the CPU zombies. So yeah, the idea was cool, but it was too advanced for the time. Not enough people had cable internet or DSL.
Dude, I remember fucking day one getting the 360 and trying to use their fucking connect the little router adapter thing, and like just all the issues and hoping you could get online. It's like
all the consoles. It took them a while before they really got internet really locked down. Because I want to say N64 had internet capability. The PS,
I don't recall that. Interesting.
It was very limited. Like it was their peripherals way back in the day. A lot of companies, Dreamcast tried to do internet connectivity, but that's the whole tragic tale of the Dreamcast of being
I don't remember that either. Damn,
way too advanced, and they gave you
too ahead of its time.
No one really understood what they were offering you.
Yeah,
my favorite thing being the little LCD memory card.
That's what I was gonna say. The memory card with the little chaos guys. Yeah, man. Cool. It's like, why can't Sega come back and try their hand at it? It's like, I wish they could try again.
Way too expensive to get in the hardware game, and especially with the way things are in the world today. The materials, the raw materials needed to make these things,
dude.
You just can't do it anymore. You just can't.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see. It sounds like you're up on the boys. Where are you at?
Yeah. 5 or
I feel like there's 6. I don't know. Do we want to talk about? I just plowed my way through it before we got on here. Do you want to talk about it, or wait till it ends in a couple of episodes?
A new one didn't come out today, right?
No. Last week's episode.
Oh,
I was behind on the whole season, so I just.
Then
we'll talk about it later on, or as a whole, or do you want to talk about where we're at now?
Let's do it as a whole. That could be fun.
Fair enough. So I think there's like 4 episodes.
Season.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that could be fun. That could be fun.
Right.
I like that.
One show I know you're definitely up on. I've been behind on. Not by my own choice, but someone's finally agreed we could watch it. Fallout 2. We want to talk about that.
Yeah.
All right.
I love it.
Oh man, what a good! I love the first season, but this season just so much better in my opinion.
See, it makes me so happy to hear that too. No, it makes me so happy to hear that because one of the things I was fearing is that because we're in New Vegas, there are a lot of fan service elements. But it's not like jamming it down your throat. Like you need to know this to get it. And I love that they're just little fairy dust sprinkles of video game things for me. But when it comes down to the story, the performances, the arc of all the characters, everything that should be the important part of watching a show, everything is striking on the fucking right notes, And it makes me very happy to hear that you're enjoying it too.
Yeah,
you haven't played any of the games, right?
No, it's not my type. I'm not not a fan of those types of games.
But I love that.
Yeah,
because that's one of the things that I love about the games. It's the story too. It's the world, and that's what makes the show work. Is the world. And
I will say, when she finally meets up with her dad, they kind of drag that on a bit. But I understand that she was kind of torn up between is he doing what's right and what's wrong. That I get, but I felt like
the parent-child element is a pretty strong thing in a couple of the games. Where it's that generational, it's not just a parent to child, but it's handing off the world from one generation to the next. This is the
Yeah.
world we've created. Now this is what I've set you up for. Please continue this journey. And then when it's finally in your hands, you're like, well, wait a minute. Is this actually how I feel about what's going on?
Right.
And I think they did a beautiful job of Fallout 3, Fallout 4, 76, New Vegas. Whether or not you want to be a good or evil, they did a really good job of walking down the middle line of showing the audience of the show what that could mean to the rest of the world when our main character is following their heart, following their path, because that doesn't necessarily agree with everyone else.
True. And I like how her vault that merged with the other vault, they're finally starting to see something's up and like uncovering that.
Yes.
In the uprising, and then the brother out on his own, that was kind of fun.
He's kind of like that sneaker character that I didn't think I would love as nearly as much as I did. That actor did such a good fucking job. And
although every time I see him, I can't tell. I'm like, how old are you? You look young in some scenes, but then old the next second. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right. All I could think of is like fucking Hannah Montana and Ender's Game.
Oh, is he in that shit?
Yeah.
And
Ender's
I
Game,
never watched. I saw Ender's once.
Oh, he's the bully.
I don't remember much. Okay.
That beats the shit out of our.
What is it, like Hannah Montana's brother or some shit?
He works at the little snack shop that is on the beach they hang out at.
I could see him in
something like
Disney
that.
show. That makes sense.
But wildly different than what he's playing.
Oh, I bet.
Obviously, but God, he's so good. Really, the whole cast, it does a beautiful job of carrying their characters.
You know who my fucking breakout redemption arc I like this season? Johnny Pemberton, dude. He was fantastic in his role this season. Like
he's my favorite cast member to watch on social media. By the way, he's so fucking funny. But he's so good, and I love his embracing of his arc of just kind of what ends up happening to him. Where you're like, oh shit, oh no, this is happening. Like, and
he's the voice of the audience, essentially.
Yes, yeah,
which is nice. And it was nice seeing Kamal come in there and being the sadistic fuck. A little bit of Macaulay.
I'm excited for whatever they're going to do with the next season. True to Kaiser.
Caesar.
Well, it's something I believe the old Latin way of saying Caesar was.
But I love how she was like, "You mean Caesar?" And they're like, "No."
Yeah, no. Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about?
Because that's something that's honestly, that's one of the things I love about the Fallout world is because we've lost touch with communication and enunciation, people do say words wrong. Like there are names of things and places that because literally because the sign has worn away, we just read the letters that are left. It's Big Empty. We're in the Big Empty. No, Big Mountain, the fucking government military research facility is an actual place. But no, because it's BIGMT. It's the Big Empty. Yeah. You know, or Novak. I always loved Novak is such a great location. No, it's because an old sign still says no vacancy, and all the letters that are left are Novak. So that's why it's the name of the town. And it's all these little things that's what adds up to this beautiful destructive world, this beautiful apocalyptic world that I fell in love with 20 years ago with Fallout 3. And the way they're able to bring it to the screen. That last episode of season 2, when we're seeing the NCR show up, and we're getting we're getting the VATS system, the vault assisted. God damn it, I used to remember the acronym. Vault assisted something system, where that's where the turn-based elements, and when you get the sniper firing the bullet at the Deathclaw. No spoilers, because that's just shooting a Deathclaw. We all
sure
want to do that
game,
but get it, that element of just finally seeing it on the screen, and that was so good to have that presence and the music cues and the intrigue of the flashbacks with Walton Goggins' character. And I love that
they did more seeing more with him and his wife. That was nice.
Yes.
And then getting the background of the Canadian and fucking the dad. The de-aging I didn't really care for very much.
I love her in the eye patch though. It's just so I don't know why now it's starting to become this sort of forgive me, but it's starting to become this sort of kind of sexy, dangerous element
son of a bitch.
Of just I kind of love her.
But I like that they show her in the morning with it off and just seeing the flesh there. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then our man Clancy Brown.
Oh, Dude, yes.
Did
always.
they DH him? He looked a little off to me.
I don't know. Maybe he's got it. Maybe
I couldn't tell. Maybe no beard
after Penguin.
Fair enough.
Maybe he was like, I'm on screen again. Maybe I should, but not like crazy.
No, it wasn't uncanny.
Funny enough,
but
just last night for my own benefit, Val threw on Starship Troopers, so it was funny to see like there he is again. That man has lived through generations of incredible.
He's done it all.
That he is.
But I don't know if anything will ever beat Mr. Krabs.
Yeah,
he's just so damn good as him.
What did I just saw a funny clip of it was him and the guy that voices Winnie the Pooh reading
each other's lines or something.
No, it was a scene from a completely different thing. So it was I forget, it was something else we like, but it was so funny to hear them do those voices, Winnie the Pooh and Mr. Krabs. Oh, it was a scene from The Office, and they were doing Michael and Dwight, but with Winnie the Pooh and Mr. Krabs instead. The dentist that Clancy Brown was Michael.
Okay.
Would you like an M&M? And it was that whole like, I thought you couldn't eat after going to the dentist. It was so good.
Nice.
Again, incredible presence all around.
But I don't know. I really dug it. Where do you think it's going to go with another season? Is there a game that you think it's going to follow, or do you think
I think we're going to it should follow naturally more of the New Vegas. So season 2 kind of scratched the surface of New Vegas.
Okay.
They set up a lot of the depth because we haven't really had like the cons haven't really been a thing. The other old tribal families that resuscitated the casinos, we haven't even been like the casinos haven't been brought back into the picture. They're almost like mafia families, more or less, but a lot more violent. And then Mr. House kind of organized them back into trying to replicate what Vegas used to be. Then you go through the events of the game, which I think the show is alluding to. It's taking place well after. I mean, the timeline, the year tells you we're long past the events of the game New Vegas, so that's why it doesn't look quite the same.
Fair enough.
Though there's still things left behind. So it'd
similar
be cool to see
residue.
I want to see more blood bugs. I want to see more the creatures that are terrifying. There's the other factions that really need to take hold. The Enclave, I think, really needs to come back a lot harder, and we're going to see Tesla power armor and the things that were terrifying from that aspect. We haven't seen Caesar's Legion full strength go head to head with NCR yet. Like really, like I want to see big battle, big horrific. I don't know. We've seen some combat, but not like what we've alluded to happening in the past. And I think that's what they're kind of building up towards, because you can't have this master solution of world peace with this horrific invasive procedure without like the opposite. We got to see the thing he's trying to prevent really cut through society again. Especially after seeing them kind of bond together and join again after that whole betting scene. And
that was intense. It came in such a pivotal moment. Yeah, I loved it.
I'm really,
after what she did.
Really glad to hear that.
Yeah.
And Ella Purnell, oh my God,
dude, she's fantastic.
I mean, really, all of them, everyone.
The whole ensemble.
It's yet another instance of Walton Goggins just absolutely fucking crushing it, and like yet another character that he can portray that is different from
but still in his vein.
Yeah, like borrows from elements we've seen before, but nothing quite like God, I keep wanting to say the Ghoul, but the actor's name, like the actor he's playing.
The Western cowboy guy, Coop.
Yeah,
is it Coop?
Yeah,
Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper.
I don't know the last name or first name.
I almost said Cooper Kupp, which is a football player, not a fucking. I
want to say like Cooper Howard. Harris, but
it's Cooper Howard because it's named. He's named after the founder of the company, the guy who runs the video game company in real life.
Oh, and let's not. We also left out fucking Justin Theroux. He was pretty good in it.
Yes, Mr. House. Yeah,
and that's what was fucking with me, like seeing him in that, and then also watching him in the second season of Running Point, the Goldie Hawn's daughter's show.
Yeah.
Like he's in that. And then seeing him as this goofy character in Devil Wears Prada, I'm like, my head's in 3 different places with Thoreau right now, and I don't know where I like him the most. He's good in them all.
Just a random one to throw out there, not to like pivot away from Fallout, because
No.
talk about Fallout all night.
No,
I don't know if you watched the show, but Val got me into watching the new season of The Comeback with her.
Oh no, I tried when they did the second season a couple of years ago. I just couldn't do it. But I like the premise of this third season, the whole AI
very
sitcom
funny
they gotta
and
hide.
very poignant, and I mean, Jesus Christ, it just, the performance is just wonderful. Valerie is just she's so great.
She's got that character on lockdown.
Yep. That's been very good. Very, very good.
But a part of me wants to give it a shot because it sounds like such a great premise. But I just couldn't connect. And I like Lisa Kudrow, man. She's great.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole mockumentary format, like, isn't it all a documentary of like her life?
But I feel like it's, from what I understand, this is a lot looser, where they establish early on she's getting filmed by cameras they've had set up in her house. So not everything is a handheld. It actually starts to feel a little more multicam natural, it starts to feel more single cam naturally without it feeling handheld all the time.
Fair enough.
Because they established these fixed cameras throughout her house, and they're not like obnoxious like security cam sort of angles either.
Yeah. That's kind of cool then.
We even break out of that format too. There are times where they tell all the cameras to leave the room, and we're still watching the scene play out. You know, it's I'm enjoying, especially, I know I haven't watched season 1 and 2, so I don't have that frame of reference.
But that's what's good about it. It's the time jumps, like the fact that you can jump in and know what's going on, and you don't have to have seen the other. That I will say
there's a couple of character relationships. I'd have to pause and have Val fill me in. I'm like, okay, so why do we know this person? And it's like quick. She's like, she can knock it out really fast. It's not so deep rooted. One that's kind of fun though. They did shoot a scene just down the street. We realized at the coffee shop, like 2 blocks away from our apartment. And it was funny because I could tell by the construction on the building in the background, they had to come back and reshoot stuff because there's like the building is more done and then it's less done and then it's more done.
Oh, funny.
But I was like, I know that because that's right there. But yeah, that was kind of fun.
That's cool, man. Fuck. One thing I did see Val post about, I'm assuming you watched with her, and I'm not sure, but I would imagine Jury Duty Presents Company Retreat.
Oh my god, yes. We burned through that so fast. I loved it.
What's your relationship with Jury Duty in the first season?
I mean, I loved that too.
Okay.
It is different though in the presentation. The format has changed because they don't have to.
Yeah.
I like how they've nested all of the characters together. I just don't like it's so much shorter. It feels so fast in the second season.
When we're done, I'm like, holy shit, it's over? Okay. But I think I might be on the flip side of you. Like, I feel like I don't like the fact that, like, we're spending time with these actors pretending to be other people, like talking to the camera even when our main guy's not around. I'm like, that I feel like is a little unnecessary. I love all the characters they're playing.
They did it a decent amount in the first one, but you're right, there's more.
But I feel like he was normally always
to sell the reality.
Yeah. And the whole time I'm like, I don't fully know if he believed it or not, because the whole time he's like, oh, this is like a TV show. Oh, this is so unrealistic.
No, dude,
and it's like
that finale when the company owner, like, we was telling him that his reaction, I'm like, he had his guts ripped out. Like that's why a couple of the people were crying. You know, it's like that reveal of like, fuck, I feel so bad, because he was such a good soul. He's such a good human being that he just wants to help other people, that they felt so like they were betraying him, revealing we've been lying to you this whole time. It was sweet and tragic at the same time, but I loved how heartwarming it was, of like, but the love
sure.
was still there. And then it was all like, but no, but we all saw what kind of man you are. This is just the person, the human being that you are is this. And it was painful for some of them. Like, I had to just commit to this character, and I'm so sorry I had to like treat you like that, or I had to put you through that situation. But it was, I think that's what is so incredible about this experiment, is when they find the right person to run through this gauntlet, which makes me wonder if they tried it with others.
How many they might have had
if
duds,
they had misfires. Like, but I think it's a very sweet and heartwarming experience.
Yeah.
In an uncomfortable The Office kind of way. Of, like, it's cringy, but I can't help but keep looking.
And I like the characters. They all had fun, but I felt like they were improving a little. I mean, the whole show is improv, but I felt like they were trying a little bit too much. Yeah, yeah. But I hate it like when they bring in like guest characters. Like I think Ian Roberts was one of the guest speakers. I'm like, some of these people are kind of notable people. Like,
yeah,
come
especially
on.
Like there's a few. It's like, I've seen you on TV many times.
That took me out, but I'm like, I get it. Not everyone knows everyone,
especially if they go out of their way to cast someone. It's like, oh, I don't actually watch that much TV. You know, like they have to go out of their way.
Yeah, that helps.
I mean,
a lot.
We say that, but we had in the first season, we went out of our way to put a known movie star in the jury box with him, just to have it. And but then we get those beautiful, awkward moments of, oh, my favorite movie was, what was it? It was like something terrible that he was barely in. Sex Drive, or
that's what I was saying.
Yeah. It's like,
I mean, I kind of miss that aspect not having, but I'm like, but that grounded it a little bit more, which helped.
Yeah.
But I guess you have like Sia pop up and stuff. I'm like, okay. I don't fully know her. I know I've heard her music, but
crazy to like then throw that in there.
Yeah.
I did appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're all like making it like a cult sort of like thing. The fucking
just watching his reactions.
Rock and roll.
Oh god. Or the whole Taco Bell sauce.
Beautiful prop to make, by the way. Just knowing,
dude, I'm like that. Yeah.
Right, we need to make it look like Granny's jacking off this guitar. How are we gonna do this? Like, that whole conversation would have just been fast.
And I love the lady putting her Fitbit thing on it. Just like, I don't gotta exercise. And then like just him telling his boss that wasn't there all the things that happened. He's like, yeah, well that happened, and it's cost this much. Dougie did this, and it's like,
let's go door to door and look for the chips. Everything like, he's so like they did, and I love like. What are the logistics producer wise? This just has to be such a huge challenge on the creative side.
And that was the beautiful, the part I loved the most, I think, watching the BTS of like all the rehearsing and everything that went into it. Like that was fantastic to see.
Having to drill out, okay, what if he makes this decision? Okay, what if he makes this decision? Well, how are we going to steer him this way? Shit, how are we going to get him to go up this mountain? First thing out of his mouth, if I were him, I would have gone up this mountain.
It's like, fuck.
Shit. It's like we just cut 20 minutes of dialogue out. Okay, all right. You got to skip ahead to like that. Or was like, just, it's beautiful. As it like
even one of the last shots, they're like, you look directly in the camera lens and didn't even notice. It's like, holy fuck, that's impressive.
It's that's honestly that to me is one of the most beautiful things about this series.
Yeah,
is just from the production side to the incredible undertaking it would make to pull that off. Is I don't think enough people understand or respect what that takes, because I think so many people take for granted their television regardless, but to then create this environment that has a real person inside of it and to enclose them into that environment is incredible. That's a hidden camera show that runs for a week, man. That's
right.
That's
see, and that's
insane.
The other thing that kind of got me. I'm like, oh, a company, it's probably going to be like a weekend, but it's like, no, this is a full fucking 7 days.
Yeah. I've worked as a PA on hidden camera shows. You can't sell the bit for 5 minutes.
Yeah, before something.
It falls through. Mind you, some of those circumstances were pretty fucking ridiculous, but even that this show did too, and they were able to string it along, and that's just incredible feat. And they deserve all the awards they could possibly get.
Yeah,
it's small, and I know it's funny that like I'm still surprised how few people are even aware it exists.
Right.
Like, you have Amazon Prime. I know you do for a fact.
Well, that's the thing. The first season was technically a freebie show. Like you had to have that freebie, and then it ported over to Amazon. So, and now it's just Amazon straight up. So it's like, I get the first season going a little under the radar, but this one, never heard anybody talk about it. And I'm like, thank God. Yeah. Yeah, no.
Dang, man.
Fuck. Yeah. I was going to say, since we're in the aftermath of the episode and we don't got to worry about being taken down because if the show's over, it's over. Do we want to try to watch this Odyssey trailer together? Do a little live action trailer reaction on the episode, or just nah?
Oh shit.
We can wrap it up. I know it's getting late.
Yes, but I'm starting to run out of gas.
It's 2 o'clock.
I
gotta go to bed in 5 hours. I gotta go to work in 6 hours. So
yeah. I love that. But may I propose? Can we maybe? Would it be too late if we tried to work that in the next episode? Or what if we just met up and did just that? Let's just do a quick boom, one shot for the reaction together. I would be. We
gotta meet up. Yeah, we do have to meet up. We gotta figure out that festival. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, we got to get that on lockdown. All right,
I like that.
We'll talk off mic. We've wasted enough of everyone's time.
This is the succinct, tidy, short episode we hoped for, right?
I mean, compared to some episodes, you could say it. But when it's broken down into 6 segments or 6 little episodes, it's not that bad.
But that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah. I got to go to work in the morning and I want to keep it tight because I got a long day. And we'll do it. All right.
3 hours.
Do you want to do this for another 10 minutes? I have more things on my list too, but I'm like, yeah, you're right. We got to wrap this bitch.
I know you do.
We got to wrap it up.
It's forced. I'm glad.
No, it's all good.
We did what we did though.
I'm with you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
A lot of fun, folks. Please, Toasties, come on back next time. Like we said before, give us some follows. Let us know what you think of the show. And just hope you enjoyed the buttery, delicious goodness that we have to offer here on the show.
Yeah.